Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalized, right?
Tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing. Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
What is up, everybody? It's me and Girl, the producer, Kara, back again, starting off the show because Santa Antonio is not here right now, but he will be here.
I'm here.
Very shortly. You're not here, so it doesn't count. So hello, everyone. Jasmine, I sent you the invite. Why are you in the chat? Hello, everyone. We are here. We are here for a very special show. Did I download that already? We're here for a very special show. We're doing the WrestleMania 40 prediction show. Now, if you see me looking off, that's because there's a lot of matches and there's a lot of slides to get. So I did not get all the winners. Big Bucks Bobby, everybody. But yeah, there's like 14 matches. I think they have 14 matches. There's some surprises that we have to get into. There's some scenarios that we have to get into. The whole bloodline story alone is enough to take up 2 hours. So we might be here for a while. So just stick around. Okay. Just stick around. All right. Sorry. While Tantalizing Tony is getting ready. I should probably fix that, huh? While Tantalizing Tony is getting ready, I'll do the roll call and then I'll just show you guys WrestleMania. Duh. All right. You know what? No, I'm not doing roll call because there's not enough people in the chat. If you're here, why aren't you commenting? If you're here, comment a letter, comment an emoji, comment. I hate hearing myself. And yeah, just comment something, anything to get the algorithm going. This is going to be a very interesting show. Last night, Last night, the Raw before Mania, we had a consistent like 150 people in the room all night, which is insane. I don't know what the heck I did. I don't know what it was. Most of the people were on Twitter, and I told them to go over to YouTube, but they didn't listen or whatever. I don't know what I did. Like, I do the same things every day, but for some odd reason, yesterday was just the one that went crazy. Anyway, go check out that last watch along from yesterday because San Los Antonio was actually live in Brooklyn, and it was a very fun show to say the least. They had a lot of matches that didn't make sense, but they also built some stories for WrestleMania. So that's what it's there for. Tell us you're here. Do what the First Lady Chrissy said with the $10 super chat, starting off the evening on a high note. Thank you, First Lady. She is wonderful. She's been MIA lately, but it's okay because she's back and she's starting off hot. Tell us you're here. Comment something in the chat. Do what she said because she sent a super chat. Thank you, Miss Chrissy. And here is your video.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, Magnificent Mikey, and thanks for the super chat, baby. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Thanks for the super chat. You are amazing. And we're definitely going to need that because, listen, let me put the ticker there. I can't point to it, but you guys see it. We're on the road to WrestleMania. There's a lot of stuff happening on WrestleMania weekend. Starting tomorrow, actually, we'll be at the Not Sam Roberts podcast. And we were actually listening to his podcast, and he said that he had two guests lined up for the show already, but he was also working on two more guests. So I don't know who's going to be there. I know Rhea was there last time. She might not come two times in a row. She was there for the was it Royal Rumble? Did she find out Royal Rumble? I don't know. She was there for one of Sam Roberts' shows, and it was awesome sauce. So I don't know. Maybe we get some cool people. I'm still trying to do I'm still trying to decide, y'all. Maybe we get some cool people. I'm very excited for that show tomorrow. It's at the Helium Comedy Club, and tomorrow at 10 something, 10 or 10:30, the Nimitz brothers are going to be at Helium Club too. They're like the comedy wrestlers. I think that's their thing. So maybe we stick around for that show, or maybe they cross over. Sam Roberts and Nick Nemeth and his brother cross over. I don't know, but we will be there tomorrow. I don't even know what time the Sam Roberts show starts, but we're making our way over to Philly early tomorrow. And I'm saying that because I'm going to tell Tanlaws and Tony the same thing. I'm going to tell them the same exact thing because we have no room for error this weekend. Thank you very much. What do you think I'm doing? We have no time to, I don't even know what I just said, but yeah, we're getting there earlier. No room for error. I could do roll call now, I think. I think you guys are listening. Juan, a new subscriber. They've been very active in the chat, very active on the channel. So thank you, Juan, for being new here and interacting and all that jazz. You're a very good subscriber. The internet wrestling community is not letting Damian Priest breathe at all today on X. Oh no, I deleted X because my phone has like run out of storage. So what is going on with Damian Priest? Please enlighten us. Hello, Miss Jen. Jasmine, of course, hello. The First Lady Chrissy, hello. Miss Stephanie, Julie, Captain Ivan, Clay Lewis. I'm around. I may not make it through the whole show, but I thank you. As long as you're here, or as long as you're here in spirit, you're always a part of the Nation of Tantalization. So that's all that matters. 2024 has been a great year for predicting PLEs. Who's been predicting PLEs? I'm a terrible predictor. I don't even like doing these shows. You want to know why? Because I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong. And it's the worst. I hate being wrong, which is why I don't like say my scenarios. Jeez. Which is why I don't say my scenarios of what I think will happen, because my brain just works so differently than everybody else. So this whole show, I might just throw out the craziest things possible that could never happen. But it's called a prediction show. It's not called a spoiler show. So you guys should be laughing. That was good. Shout out to Sam Roberts. Yes, he is very cool. Goodness gracious. I just got intel that people are saying Damian cashes in on Drew. I think that, okay, we'll get there. But I said that before, something to that effect. But again, you can't predict when someone is going to cash in, because it has to be the perfect time. You have to make the decision in the moment, because you're not going to know how beat up the champ is that night. You have to wait for the it's all about timing, people. You just got to wait when it comes to cashing in. Anthony Blackwell Jr. Everybody check out Anthony Blackwell Jr. I feel like my microphone is loose. On YouTube, it's that name. That's on the comment right there. We all saw how Roman and The Rock's did Seth last night. Where was Senor Money in the Bank with the cash in? There's too many people involved. I feel like there's too many people around. Like, who is he? Like, no. I don't think that was a good time at all. Rock and Roman could just mess it up for him just to make it funny, or because they don't want to mess up their Cody Seth match, or I don't know. I don't think they would. I don't think it would be a good idea for Damian to go out with that many people out there. I don't want him getting involved in the bloodline. No, thank you. Hello, Humble. Cash in doesn't happen at Mania. Again, you can't predict that. You gotta wait for the right timing. Eric Applebaum. I love that last name. 100% he's cashing in. Goodness gracious. Listen here. That's insane. Guys, you have to think. You have to think. How can you possibly know what condition the champion is going to be in when it's time for Damian to cash in? That has to be like a last second decision. Okay. Hello, Dahlia. You didn't miss anything because the show hasn't started because the real host, the true host of the show isn't here, but he is here now. Everybody help me welcome. Oh, never mind. We'll be right back. Okay, go.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the YouTube champ, Tantalizing Tony. Forgive my lateness, my tardiness. See, what had happened was, I'm joking. Yeah. Anyway, guys, hi. Did you do roll call?
I did.
You did. Anthony Blackwell's in the chat. Humble's here. By the way, did you chill last night in my Facebook last night or no?
No.
Good job.
I'm chill trying to do the slides. I got all the slides, but I didn't get the winners.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Anyway, so guys, last night, let's show you this real quick. Last night at Barclays Center, I bumped into so many people. It was so cool to see some old friends, met some new people. Hopefully they're new subscribers. But I just want to give you guys a quick little just show you a few people from last night, and then we'll get into the predictions as I stall. This is my Facebook page. Oh, by the way, guys, so another thing real quick. So let's go back. This is the old shirt. And we put up a basically a poll to see what people said. And people like this one. I don't get it, bro. This one is so much crisper and so better. A lot of people have the problem with the logo being here, like you did, and so did Jenny B. But here's the thing, guys. The reason why this logo's here is because the WWE logo's there. We had to cover it really quick. This was a rush job. I get it. People don't want to see my face, whatever. But
why do you click the wrong format every time?
I don't know. But guys, you're telling me that this is better than this? People voted for the black one. I'm sorry, guys. This is not clear. The clarity is off. Guys, really? I want to know what you think in the chat. Here, I can't work this mouse right now. In the chat, please, hey, everybody, let me know which one is better, the black.
I sent it, Jasmine.
The black or the gray, and be honest. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like the black. It's not the way I want. It's not crisp. But which one do you think, the black or the gray? I want to know. There's a split screen of it right there.
I want to know.
Humble says gray. Song? Humble says gray. I'm a gray split screen, so I go with the gray. Gray. So 3 grays. I think
the YouTube people are a little smarter than your Facebook people.
Wow. Facebook's watching.
I know.
Gray.
No, they're not.
Here's the thing. And I agree, guys. Like, full disclosure, 2 different people made these shirts, of course. And when we sent the logo over, it looked like this. Now, this wasn't there. The Tantalizing Tony logo was not there. But we did that as a quick fix today just to cover the WWE logo. But this is what I ended up getting. And they're still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm selling these. These actually are not for sale, which they should be. But we got 4 gray in already. So, I mean, let's go. Anyway, hello, Tony. Just had 4 teeth extracted. Whoa, Carlton. Just know what that's like. That's torture. But anyway, guys, last night, I bumped into my friend Tito. I bumped into some people last night, guys. I got a better picture. That's Richie and
don't wear your glasses in pictures.
Quiet. My man Nelson. These guys are a tag team. Look, they have titles, right? You missed what I did to them, but they're good dudes. And of course, Billie Jean, my good friend Billie Jean. And these guys are from
Recap, Rewind, Relive.
Thank you. Recap, Rewind, Relive.
What?
Whatever, you know what I mean. And it was just a great night, guys, to see some people. some friends. There's Billie Jean. She's so cute. She basically put me in a headlock and tried to steal the title from me. She wants a title shot. I'm not giving it to her. But yeah. And of course, the WrestleMania sign, of course, me. Yes, I got the shot I wanted. Me pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Guys, incredible. It was an explosive night. Incredible. Yes, and guys, we hit 9,300, by the way. Last night, thanks to you guys, 9,300. It seems crazy, but we get something viral. It could happen. I'm not giving up. Like I said, here's a better picture of us last night. Of course, Ravage Ricky. I let my man hold the title right there. It's all looking kind of cool, you know. But this is me talking to the fans.
Who took that picture?
Ricky did it backwards. It's all right. But and look, guys, but if you haven't seen this is me on the top of the
You
the
didn't
Rocky
edit
steps.
it?
Not edited.
You should have edited
Why?
it.
Because of my head?
It doesn't look crispy.
Oh, you don't look crispy. Be quiet.
Well, you could have fixed the lighting.
You know, you always have. I'm telling everybody criticize me. Speaking of criticism, here's another criticism. My other daughter likes to criticize me too.
Yeah, you're bald.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, we need headphones now because we have a person in the room. By the way, guys, and this is the hat. This is the new hat too. Yeah, look at that.
I'm trying to get this situated, and it's not.
And guys, people say somebody says to me, Dad, Tony. Oh, she said, Dad, what happened to your beard? Yeah, I dyed it. Well, I didn't dye it. My barber did without my permission.
You weren't supposed to acknowledge that.
I'm acknowledging that it doesn't look right to me.
Did you guys start?
No. No.
What'd you say, Jasmine?
Did we start yet?
Can you hear me?
No, we didn't start. No, you told me you're going to be later, so I had her stall.
No, and I still didn't get all the slides, so it's fine.
Listen, if I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to ask if everyone on the chat can hear me.
They hear, yes. They doesn't matter if they hear you. I hear you. If I can hear you, they can hear you. So listen, everybody, if you're watching on Twitter, thank you. Please do me a favor. We had so many people watching last night, according to Kira.
According to Kira, it's the fact.
You know what? This is what Jenny B said. I look like Big Bucks Bobby. All righty, Bobby, put a hat on. Let's see. Go put a hat on. Let's see. So, guys, listen, if you're watching on Twitter, thank you so much. Please, if you go over to YouTube and actually subscribe, it'll help me out very much. I appreciate that. Please. We had almost 200 people watching last night, I heard, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I don't know what the heck was going on.
Well, you know,
last
I'll
night.
tell you what happened. I tagged a few things last night. I retweeted. No, just like I said, I retweeted it. So, guys,
You
listen.
just can't let me have anything.
No, you can't have anything. Move up, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
She said hi, Dimitri.
That's right. Get equal.
No.
There it is, guys. My twinsies.
Twin.
All right, so guys,
Have you been?
this prediction show is going to be professional.
Oh, I thought
Yes.
I was about to say lackluster.
No, not lackluster. We're gonna do this great because people are watching. We're on the road to WrestleMania. So you almost done with these slides?
I have enough to start, I think.
Well, let's start then.
Honestly, just don't say your picks yet. All right. So I didn't sort out from Saturday and Sunday because they just announced that what matches are going to be on what days. So just
We don't care about that.
go along with it. Okay.
Yeah, we don't care what days. We'll start here. Guys, you guys know we're on the road to WrestleMania and let's get ready. I've been asked this question a lot. And the question is, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Then anyway. All right. So
Let's get ready to.
oh, hey, oh my goodness, PG. Wow. All right, guys. WrestleMania, as some people call it XL, I call it 40.
I mean, Roman numerals, that makes sense.
Dave
They always use Roman
Dave
numerals.
LaGreca does not like Roman numerals. He doesn't like them. He thinks it's a bunch of crap. And I agree. The XL sells for extra large. Speaking of extra large, Omos and Otis in an extra large eating contest. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I would
Rando.
win. Not today, because
I was about to say you would not win.
back in the day I would have. I was good back in the day. Now,
Dahlia
not so
said, "Were you near Seth when he was in the crowd last night?"
much. I was not. I was on the opposite side.
Darn it!
Yeah, I was on the side.
That-
If you look at the-
That guy's phone. Why was he so close?
Yeah, I didn't see it. When on the side that Roman, if you look to the right, I was on that side. When they go to the right side, where the ramp is this way, I was that side.
So you weren't on TV.
I wasn't on TV. I was behind the
We're
camera.
so-
Yeah, but I had good seats though. I had good seats.
First match.
First match was not the first match. It's the first match we're gonna actually, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I mean, I said it wrong. AJ
You
Styles
said,
versus.
you said LA Knight versus AJ Styles. No.
Nana.
Nada. If you're watching on Twitter, if you never watched before, this is Kira, the producer. She has no idea what she's doing.
Huh?
She only does stuff off camera. On camera,
Wait a minute.
not too good.
I think me and Jasmine held a solid 100, 150 people.
By the way, last night I was watching the show.
3 hours straight.
You guys did a great job last night. I want to tell you, both of you, very much thank you for holding it down. And you guys did a great job. I got a lot of good feedback that, you could stay where you were. The girls could run the show.
We were half asleep.
Now you guys did great.
No,
An
I was
hour and a half
I was
in.
I was very delirious after. I was like, okay.
Yeah, she got quiet after like 2 hours.
All right.
And then her phone died. Okay.
Listen, see, here you go talking about
Sorry.
your little girly stuff. Nobody,
I'm talking about the show.
nobody cares about
Girly stuff.
your sisterhood. Nobody cares about your sisterhood. We're here for WrestleMania, not for you two loving each other because your sisters, not your nice hair.
Can you get me a glass of water?
What do you think this is? I'm your waiter. Guys, let's talk about WrestleMania. We got the phenomenal AJ Styles going against the one that everybody's talking about, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you get his catchphrase wrong all the time.
I don't know him. It's the man.
Who's with everybody with wait,
everybody
whose
saying his
game
name?
is it with everybody saying his name?
Is that what it is?
It's on his shirt. Whose game is it?
Well, I say this is what I say. Well, everybody talking about the guy who I'm talking about because that's what I'm talking about. That's what I say. Yeah. So look, people are upset that L.A. Knight did not get a title shot versus Logan Paul for the United States title. And thank you, Kira. And I want to can we take them down? These jabronis, these 3 jabronis, these 6 jabronis?
No, I spent a lot of hard time in work.
Hard times is when you spend a lot of time on the
She
computer.
doesn't want to take mommy down, basically.
Yeah. I'll make us smaller so you can see. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Because we blocked. So she's updating the layout while we speak. So here's what nobody.
Is that better?
No, but when we go up there, what's happening? When you put a picture up, is the problem.
Dad, you were barely.
It's cutting me off. I don't like that.
Cheese and cracker.
Listen, I can make sure you can't see my bicep. Look, I can't do a bicep pose. See?
We'll make these guys a little smaller.
That's right.
And then you'll make you bigger.
Yeah, move it up. Move
there
it up.
you
You gotta
go.
move it up. What are you doing?
Hold
It's
on.
not equal.
Hold on.
There it is. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Update.
Update. All right. I'm
There
sorry,
you go.
guys. So look, a lot of people are upset that LA Knight's not going for the title. Now, how do you feel about that?
Ask Jasmine.
Wow. Okay. Jazz, how do you feel that LA Knight is going against AJ Styles? No title on the line, just a regular singles match.
I really don't care, to be honest with you.
Wow. Okay.
This is
Okay,
a way
let's
to push LA Knight.
Yeah, but let me see how this works. Okay. Let's do a full producing show out front in front of everybody. She goes, actually, I don't care. Guys, people are watching this for our predictions. We're not father and daughters
I'm
right
saying
now.
I don't care about
Isn't that
him
the
getting a title shot. I care about the match. I just don't care about him getting a title shot.
If you're
Sorry.
watching this and you're not blind, these two are not really my daughters. I
Oh.
found them both on the street.
Oh,
That's right. Anyway,
okay.
Oh, okay.
so yeah, I'm not your real dad.
All right.
Oh,
Good to know.
Guys, we got breaking news. We got breaking news.
We got breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news here for you guys. I am not the father of Jasmine or Kira. Your real father is The Rock.
Yes.
so where's my money?
Finally, The Rock is going to child support.
Oh dear.
Anyway, all right. So, LA Knight, I believe this. I believe that LA Knight did not get this title shot at WrestleMania because he wasn't ready. I don't think that the powers that be have full confidence that LA Knight's not a flash in the pan. And I think going against AJ Styles, it gives him that test on if he can hang with the big boys. AJ Styles, a former 2-time WWE champion, former TNA champion, been all over the world. This is a perfect test to prove LA Knight can carry a title and carry a program.
Has LA Knight been to WrestleMania before?
This is his first Mania.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is LA Knight's first WrestleMania, and AJ is a veteran. So I think the match is gonna be great. This is a time for LA Knight to step up. I think having AJ Styles as his opponent helps him a lot. What I think it does is I think it definitely he'll have a different repertoire.
Ooh, repertoire.
That's French for a different array of moves. See that right there? See what I did there?
Moveset.
Moveset.
That's what the wrestlers
I
do.
educated you right there. You just educated. But I'm really looking forward to this. I think LA Knight, and my prediction is LA Knight gets the win. I think there's no way AJ wins this. I think if AJ loses, I think if LA Knight loses, all of his momentum is gone. And you don't want Philadelphia turning on everybody. I think everybody screaming LA Knight and Lincoln Financial will be incredible. So that's my pick. My pick is LA Knight.
You just make your pick without go.
Oh, sorry.
I told guys before the show, I said I got a bunch of slides.
Okay.
Just tell the story.
Okay.
Tell the story. Finish the story.
I like Humble's assessment of this. She says, I believe because LA Knight's in his 40s, WWE doesn't have a lot of stock to offer for the promotion. He does. I got it.
Honestly, for LA Knight, for these older people, I have to put that so it's not ageism.
Wow.
For the older people, I feel like if you're over right now, you have to take the opportunity while you can before
Strike
your
while flat.
knees. Huh? Yeah, before your knees and your back give out and everything. I mean, I think LA Knight is kind of in his prime right now. Like he is doing the darn thing.
And you made a good point. So people don't realize this. In most sports, baseball, football, hockey, you peak between 30 and 35. That's when you peak. That's when you're at your greatest. But wrestling, you don't really peak to your late 30s, early 40s. Now, in my case, I'm peaking like now, right now, 55, 56. That's when I'm peaking. Because I'm going to have my best matches coming up soon. So whatever I did before doesn't matter. But all seriousness, like in your 40s in wrestling is where you want to be. Now, when you get to the late 40s, that's when you start dwindling down to maybe retirement. But I think LA Knight right now, you have to realize AJ Styles is 46. So both these guys are over 40. Not to mention most of the roster, Bobby Lashley. Who else is in their 40s?
I don't know. I'm not good at the
Randy
ages.
Orton's in his 40s. Kevin Owens 37, 38. Sami Zayn 37. They're up there. Roman Reigns 37, 38. So they're getting close to their 40s.
AJ
So
doesn't wrestle like he's his age though.
And well, he doesn't because he's one of those anomalies. But I'm going with what's the catchphrase? What's his catchphrase?
Something whose game is it?
I'm going
Whose
with
game?
I'm going with the guy everybody's talking about, and his name is L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
You agree with that? You agree with that pick?
You know what? I feel like this is a little tricky because both of these guys are, I mean, AJ Styles just returned, so it would be a little difficult to take a loss, I think. And then LA Knight is like hot right now, so it'd be difficult for him to take a loss. But I also think there's not going to be a disqualification, so someone's got to win. Honestly, I think it would hurt LA Knight more if he lost than it would hurt AJ. So I'm going with LA.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna end in a disqualification, and I'm going for AJ Styles.
Period.
I am.
Nice.
Okay, so let's clear this up. You said it's going to end in disqualification, but you go for AJ Styles.
Yeah. I think he's gonna like you know how those matches were like they have like a mental breakdown or something. I think he's gonna snap.
Snap?
Yeah,
I mean, he has snapped.
Exactly.
He trespassed on the guy's at the guy's house.
Once again, guys, if you're watching for the first time, the DNA tests are not in for either of these daughters, so I'm not sure yet. Just so you guys know. Okay.
Are you ashamed of us, Father?
Well, with those answers, I mean, I'm just saying. But no. Okay.
It's our opinion, people.
I don't think we see a disqualification with these two at WrestleMania. I just don't think they'll do it. But you're entitled to your opinion, even if it's wrong. But hey, whatever.
I mean, both of these guys are very angry at each other. They're very on edge.
I'm very angry at the both of you for these answers.
Dad, think about it.
Dad, you
will address me as
predict
tantalizing Tony.
What will happen? So
Yeah, I'm bad at predictions, but listen, AJ Styles is heated because the man went to his house where his wife and kids reside.
I saw Swerve do that with Adam Hangman Page.
And their
no
match
charges
was
were filed.
lethal.
No charges were filed.
Their match was literally
anybody comes to
insane.
Anybody comes to my house, they're going to jail without bail.
Well, I think
run.
I think that's
Ours.
I think that that AJ Styles wants to beat down LA Knight. I feel like he thinks that's worse than going to jail.
I want to ask you both a question. Are you guys on point today? You guys both seem a little off, like the moon is in the wrong alignment.
What are you
trying to say?
What's the butterfly shirt you got on? And what's with the braids, Queen Latifah 1990? What's going on here?
I'm very confused. Are we not good enough for you?
Are you?
Well,
Do you want to do the show on your own?
Listen, from what I heard last night, you guys didn't do too great. But anyway, I'll try and be nice earlier.
I'm so lost. What do you want from
Lost
us?
was a great show. Lost was a great show. I loved it. Ending, terrible. But the whole show, great. Anyway, let's get back to what the matter at hand. So the lovely Jasmine is picking AJ Styles. What a mistake that is. But okay. Next match, please.
He's turning heel on his kids.
Why
today.
not?
Next, we have the six.
Boy, you just seem so. Next, next, I like a ham on rye, mustard, lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, ketchup. I mean, what do you seem so unenthusiastic about this prediction show. Do you realize the gravitas that my name carries? You don't. That's right, guys. A six-pack ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship.
Can I talk now?
You may talk.
Wonderful.
You may speak.
Amazing. Now this one, I don't have that many slides, so it's okay if he doesn't go through all of them.
The reason why she doesn't have me slides because she thinks that the Judgment Day is going to retain.
Honestly,
which they're not.
They are, but anyway, the reason I didn't get that many slides is because there's no story with these. It was a tournament, so there's nothing to build up for this match. But yeah, it was a tournament. They all qualified for this match except for Judgment Day, obviously, because they're the champions. And we got Awesome Truth in there. Awesome.
A question: how'd you get that whole entire line out in one breath? What?
Dad, what is going on?
I need coffee. Anyway,
maybe you're the cranky one, huh?
Maybe
I haven't slept.
Well,
straight from Brooklyn, slept at the rest stop, and then had to go get the new merch and get the other stuff ready. There's a lot of work being done. You have done absolutely nothing.
Okay, well, you're the one that said you wanted to do the show earlier tonight.
You know why?
You could have taken a nap.
These people deserve more than the rush that you guys do. You guys like to rush off air. They want to hear their hero. They want to hear their hero. I'm their. Do you realize I'm their hero? Do you realize these people in this the nation of? It's not the nation of Carolization. It's not the nation of Jasminization. That even makes sense. It's the nation of Tantalization. These people worship me. They think of me as their savior, their leader. Okay? You have to realize this, okay? They take the time out of their busy schedule to sit down and talk to me, the tantalizing one. Okay? You may proceed.
Okay, so we got a lot of predictions in the chat. We couldn't even get all the people out because he's going on a rant. I don't know what's going on. But Regeneration X, guys, Awesome Truth and DIY are in here. They have a little alliance with each other. Everyone else doesn't. So I feel like Awesome Truth and DIY might have the upper hand. I don't think there's any way New Catch Republic would get it because, you know. And then A-Town Down Under, nobody likes them. They're going to get them out of there really quickly, and
enough.
they're new.
I've had enough of this rambling. I'm going to make this prediction on my own. I don't want to hear you talking
I'm
anymore.
talking.
Enough. I have spoken. The tag team titles will be split here. I don't know what's going on with you people, what you guys aren't seeing. The Judgment Day do not need these titles anymore. It's time to take these titles off these gentlemen and make new tag team titles. The way you do it, you have one member of DIY grab one title, and you have one member of R-Truth and Awesome Truth grab a title. R-Truth will have his WrestleMania moment, which he has never had. R-Truth has never had a true WrestleMania moment. This guy is money. Went from a career-threatening injury, came back, joined the Judgment Day. They kicked him out, beat the holy crap out of this guy, and now's his time. I am tired, okay? This is enough of this. The winners of this match and new half tag team champions, DIY and the Awesome Truth. I've spoken. You two are not allowed to even predict this one. I'm going full heel on this one because you're just going to say Judgment Day. There's no structure behind what you're saying. And this one with the braids, I think her braids are too tight because she's not thinking clearly. Thank you.
This is a travesty.
We got a super chat from the First Lady. The First Lady's been here since 3,500 subscribers, and she will be here when we hit 10,000. The lovely Christy, I blow kisses to you. We acknowledge that you're here because you are all that and a bag of hot sauce chips. If you had hot sauce chips, they're delicious. You are acknowledged. Where's my acknowledgement? There it is.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
You're acknowledged. And of course, when you get a super chat, you know how we do it. We do it old school style. You get Baby Mikey.
Thanks for the super chat, baby. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. And Michael will be here later with his predictions as well.
He's gonna do the speed round.
He's gonna do the speed round. Speaking of speed, WWE Speed, right? Is that the name of the show?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow on X, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty doodle.
Okay, now you guys may now predict again. I apologize, but I just cannot have this shenanigans and chicanery going on with you and the Judgment Day. Anything about the Judgment Day, you're just so biased, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Dad needs a nap. Anyway, I'm going for the Judgment Day. I'm my sister in this one. Sorry. I don't think that the other teams are ready for the title. I said it. Judgment Day all the way.
Makes so much sense. You want to listen. Judgment Day, everyone knows that they're great. Okay. And the titles just prove that. Now, if they lost the titles, which they're not going to.
That's only how you sound, just without the whistle.
Anyway, Judgment Day wins. Now, I do agree that we might get two winners. I think it might be Judgment Day and maybe Awesome Truth. But I don't think Judgment Day is because I think on SmackDown or on Raw, they said that they were going to have the 4 titles up there. They said they're going to have both sets of championships up there. How the heck are they going to grab 4 titles? What if both of the partners aren't up there? They have to grab all 4 titles on their own?
I just think that they're going to space them.
4 titles? That's even worse if they space them.
Thank you.
If you guys knew the rules, once one member grabs a belt, so if he grabs one belt, that's considered a title. He has to grab
I
both
know.
of them.
I just think it's like they're gonna do it for the picture, like the pictures, for after.
Yeah.
So Mir, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jasmine. I'm really not sorry because Mir's right. Carry your thing with your heart instead of your head.
You're trying to tell me? Let's go back.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy.
You're trying to tell me when you look at this group of people, you think that Judgment Day is losing to one of these people? First of all, A-Town Under just got together and they are jerks. New Catch Republic are great wrestlers, but they are not champions. DIY, same thing. New Day, they're vets. They don't need the championship.
Stop right there.
And Awesome Truth.
DIY are former NXT Tag Team Champions. Not to mention, they're both
on the main roster.
They're both former NXT World Champions, and North American champions. So to take them, don't you dare interrupt me. So to take them out of the mix makes zero sense. Not to mention Triple H's booking is who they're his favorites. That's number one. Number two, how dare you disparage the New Day? They got a chance as well. Now I agree with you with New Cat Republic and A-Town Down Under. Okay. But that being said, they have booked this long-term storytelling, right? Everything's been long-term storytelling. You don't think that they're going to have a payoff for R-Truth? R-Truth at Mania, the roof is going to blow off the place if there was one.
I agreed that R-Truth and Miz can get the titles. I'm just saying, I also agreed that there's going to be two winners. I'm just saying it's not going to be Awesome Truth and someone else. It's going to be Awesome Truth and Judgment Day. Honestly, those are the only two that are relevant and seem to be able to, in this time and era right now, to hold the title and everyone not get bored. New Day don't need a title. They're vets. They can do. They don't need a title right now.
I don't care what you say.
Also, how do you know every week that they wrestle, R-Truth doesn't even know that he's in a tag team with Miz? So how do you know that R-Truth is not going to help Judgment Day?
It's delusional.
Listen,
he sees things.
This is all a ruse. This is all a plan, the master plan of the mastermind of The Miz. The Miz has plotted this perfectly to tell R-Truth, hey, play like you're crazier than usual. To let these guys get their guard down. Okay, you guys are gonna see. But here's a question: what is your obsession with the Judgment Day?
I took that down on purpose and put this one up.
Yeah, and I put it right back up too.
No, it's not just Rhea. I just feel like all of them together are a wonderful team. Like they have the look, they have the personality, they interact with the fans, they can talk to the mic, they're amazing wrestlers, they can hold a storyline, they have great feuds. Like you can't name one wrong thing about them. They're amazing. And they're youngins. Well, not Finn and Damien.
I never said anything against these guys. They're not great. But let me explain something to you. All good things must come to an end. They can't hold the tag team titles forever. And with this six-pack challenge is a perfect way to keep them strong without getting pinned. This is the kind of match you want them in. You want them to lose in. Because then they can say, they never pinned us. That's how you get the rematch.
But why? If you think there's going to be two winners, they're going to split the championship.
I do.
Why not keep the titles on Judgment Day and give the other titles to someone else?
I will give it to you that is not a bad scenario. That maybe R-Truth gets one, and maybe Damien grabs the other one, and he does, and then maybe R-Truth says, "That's right, I'm bringing the titles back to Judgment Day." It could be something like that.
Exactly. You said, Dad, I'm cutting you off. You said that the Street Profits are not going to be in this match, but why wouldn't the Street Profits be the ones that get one of the belts? If somebody was going to win, I don't think that no one's going to win this, but the Judgment Day. I think they're going to retain.
The Street Profits are you mean the New Day? You mean, right?
No, I mean the Street Profits. I mean, if someone was going to win, I think that the Street Profits should win a title.
Well, here's the thing about the Street Profits. This is the problem with the Street Profits. They're going in a different direction. I think that they are. I don't think creative. This is my personal opinion. I don't think creative exactly knows if that tag team is something that should still be together because Montez is such a star. Mm-hmm. I don't think this whole Pride thing, this whole group has worked together at all. I don't know what B-Fab's role is. Mm-hmm. I think it's a great faction, but B-Fab should be cracking skulls, in my opinion. I think she could stand on her own. I think you need to put her by herself so she can do because she's very talented. So I don't know what they're doing creatively with her. I get it. I guess they're trying to get exposure, put her on TV, but put this woman in a match. Have her beat the crap out of Scarlett. But back to what I was saying, this tag team titles, man, Judgment Day, they're good champions. Don't get me wrong, but it's time to flip these titles around. R-Truth, The Miz. Listen, Miz is a 2-time Grand Slam champion. It's time to give this guy some world titles too, tag team titles.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
So Iyo Chicago makes a great point. Last night, commentary said the match doesn't end until both sets of belts are taken down, meaning they are split. Thank you, Iyo Chicago. So we will have Judgment Day may retain the Raw titles or the SmackDown titles, but I'm guaranteeing you the Awesome Truth will be one of those teams as the new tag team champions of whichever brand they pick. There it is.
All righty. I stick with my Judgment Day. Thank you very much. We're moving on.
We're moving on.
The next match I have up here is the. Should I do the IC or the triple threat?
I think we should go with triple.
Or US.
Let's go with Sammy and Gunther.
Good. That was the next one anyway. I wouldn't have let you pick the other one.
Well.
Gunther versus Sammy.
Excuse me, if you're gonna announce things, do this right. The longest reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all time, the Ring General, Gunther. I say it the way I want to say it. You know, stop.
Oh wait,
no.
Wait, can I say something really quickly?
No.
Can we go through the story before you say your prediction?
No. I'm talking to everybody watching. I'm tired of people telling me what I say wrong and what I do wrong. I say Ring General because that's the way I want to say it. I have a grasp on the English language. I went to high school and college. Can you say the same thing that you went to college?
I can.
Oh, well, that's not the point. The point is that just go ahead.
Okay, so before we get into any predictions, I got the slides. You guys are going to see every single slide. You understand me? All right.
I personally got each slide for you guys.
Let's go through the story.
I was up all night long with these slides, guys.
Let's go through the story of how this match came about.
You say story? Here's a story of a guy named Gunther who is defending the title again. 600 days plus as the champion. Sammy doesn't have a chance. There is Sammy. He's a little short now. Like Chad Gable, they don't have a chance either. The Ring General will stay the title man because I said so. Till the sorry.
Oh, you done? Okay, so it all started.
I'm so tired of being minimized by you people. You people can't lace my boots. If I had boots, you couldn't lace them.
It all started.
Are we doing story time?
Yes.
Okay.
It all started on a Monday Night Raw. There was a gauntlet match for the IC Championship contendership. Okay. The last two people ended up being Chad Gable and Sami Zayn. Obviously, Sami Zayn won that gauntlet match, solidifying his spot at WrestleMania.
Solidifying. How do you spell solidifying?
We don't have time for that. Buddy.
Okay, then.
Okay, so obviously Chad Gable was very sad because the last time he went against Gunther, he lost, and his daughter sitting in the front row.
She's a Cody crybaby.
She's a Gable crybaby.
I love her.
She was crying her little eyes out. So he wanted to win this match so that he could go against Gunther. And I guess he had the optimism that he would win against Gunther and make his crying child smile. But I don't think that was ever going to happen. And then we had the little contract signing, Gunther underestimating Sami Zayn. That's it?
You're producing this show?
Wait a minute. No, because I got more. Did I put these in the wrong spot? No, I think you deleted some. He deleted some of my slides. But anyway, Gable is now training or coaching Sami Zayn because he went against him. He's trying to tell him the do's and don'ts of going against the Ring General. So, yeah, you can go into who you guys think is going to win.
That was a terrible story.
I'm going for Gunther. I think Gunther retains. I think Chad Gable is going to come out and act like he's helping Sammy, but screw Sammy. And Gunther's going to retain.
I think that exactly. Sam and Cody, Chad. I'm sorry to the very important people that are watching.
WWE. Now I know why we weren't picked. Now I understand now. I get it. AW. Can we get a press pass?
There's a lot of C's. There's a lot of C names.
AW. We know you give stuff to everybody. You give money away. You might as well get a press pass. WWE. We won't apply anymore. We understand. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry to waste your time, WWE. We understand.
Okay, I'm getting into it. I got my brain back together. All right, so I think Chad Gable is only helping out Sami Zayn so that he can get into the door. So that he can be out there with Gunther and, like Jasmine said, pretend he's helping out Sammy, but it's really part of his master plan to make Sammy lose. Maybe you're listening. Maybe Chad Gable is kind of made a deal with Gunther. Like, if I help you retain your title, I get the next title shot. Maybe, you know, no way Chad Gable is genuinely helping out Sami Zayn. But at the end of the day, I think Gunther retains.
Sam Roberts, Chris Van Vliet, Sean Ross Sapp. I apologize.
We're fun, Dad.
You're on the money, Kira.
People don't want to sit here and listen to you
talk about wrestling.
No, they don't want to sit here and be like, Gunther will retain. The next match.
I think did she get to pick hers? And I didn't get to pick mine.
Gunther.
What is wrong with you two? This is your last show. So let me tell you why Gunther's gonna win. You guys were wrong on a few things. Let me tell you what you're wrong about. Well, you're right that Gunther's gonna win. So I congratulations on that.
I mean, this is a prediction. You know as much as we do.
I know more than you. Trust me on that. There is no way Chad get. Let me do this again. There is no way. And tantalizing means
no way
that Gunther turns. Do you know why he won't turn?
Why?
Because of that kid right there. This is long-term storytelling. They're told this story long for a reason. They don't want to stack WrestleMania to the point where if Chad goes against Gunther WrestleMania, it's obvious that Gunther's going to lose to Chad. We know that. You draw this match till SummerSlam. That's why Sami Zayn will lose in a great match. Gunther will retain because Gunther must hold the title to get to SummerSlam so that Chad can get his revenge. That crybaby right there, that little crybaby right there, she's not a Cody crybaby. She's a daddy crybaby. Her heart was broken because she lost. Maybe her dad should have trained harder. I'm just saying. But that being said, Gunther will retain. Sorry, I went the wrong way now. Gunther will retain and remain your IC heavyweight champion. Thank you.
Honestly,
thank you.
Chad Gable's daughter might have been the one to tell him to do the wrong thing. She was like, "Do what you gotta do, Dad. Take the title, bring it home to us. He's got to do what he's got to do to win."
So now the kids turn heel as well.
Yes. She was mad. She wasn't sad. She was mad.
Hey, Dad, you ask her all the time if she'll help you win.
And the answer is no. And the answer is always no. I asked her straight out if I had a chance to be WWE champion to get my, it was WWE, because you know I'm an IC guy. If I was in WrestleMania and it was me versus Bully Ray for the Intercontinental Championship and I could win if she low blow Bully, she said she would not do it. My all-time dream is to be Intercontinental Champion and wrestle at WrestleMania, and she could get me that moment. She goes, "No, I won't do it." She's a traitor.
Dad, I'm not a traitor. I just know what I'm comfortable with, and I'm not comfortable with that.
Wait a minute. I just saw something in the chat. We got breaking news, guys.
Oh.
My attention, Kira, that you have never seen Rocky 3?
God, you know I've seen Rocky 3. You made me sit through all the Rockies.
So why did somebody in this chat say that, way to go, that you've never seen Rocky 3?
Okay, so last night we had a little kerfuffle.
Juan Jackson. Okay, there it is.
We had a little kerfuffle because someone was bringing up a Rocky 3 reference and I didn't understand.
What?
And I told them, Juan, you were there. I told you. So why are you trying to get me in trouble? I said that I had to sit through all of the Rockies, but that was a long time ago. So I did not retain all of the information.
Enough. Pop quiz. Who is Rocky's best friend?
The short guy with the hat, with the fedora.
Oh my God.
Is it right?
It's not right.
Oh.
That's Paulie, his brother-in-law, you idiot.
Wait, who's his best friend? Is it Creed?
It's Apollo Creed, you moron.
Okay. Okay. Well, that trip, I was thinking that too, but it kind of tripped me up because they went against each other. Don't try to minimize.
How many Rockies were there?
5, 6, 6.
You said 5 first.
5. Why'd you say go?
Because you said 5. It's 6.
Oh, 6.
Your first answer's wrong.
Ay.
What's Rocky's son's name?
Rocky.
Oh, God.
Nick.
Oh, God.
It's not Nick?
Oh, my God.
Rocky
Is
the
it-
second.
Oh, jeez.
Dad, really? Is it not Nick?
Oh, boy. It's Robert.
So Rocky.
That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nick Balboa. That just sounds way better than Robert Balboa.
Changing the movie.
Wait, Rocky Balboa. What? Are you guys making? I'm not crazy, guys. I swear. Okay, what are we even talking about? This is a WrestleMania prediction show.
Who is Rocky's opponent in Rocky 3?
Is that the Russian?
Oh, my God. That's Rocky 4.
I don't know, Dad. I'm sorry. I told you I don't retain the information.
It's Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T. You better get this one right.
I thought that was the first one.
Please shut your mouth. What wrestler called Rocky a meatball?
Hulk Hogan?
Thank God.
Ah! Yes, I got one right on the nose. First try.
I seriously doubt I'm your father now.
Well,
I really think we should talk to your mom and ask some in-depth questions, because I really think that maybe she's might have stepped out a time or two.
listen.
Because there's no way, internalizing means no way that you could be my biological child, not knowing Rocky 3. That being said, let's keep it moving.
Okay, let's keep it moving. I was getting the slides done this whole time.
Yeah, what's stalling?
All right, next match is the U.S. title match.
Is it really?
It is.
That's not what I'm looking at.
If I can find it.
Okay. Pastor, I want to thank you for the super chat, by the way, while I was in Brooklyn. Thank you so much. If you're watching live, hi. Well, it's live. Twitter. If you're watching on Twitter, please jump over to YouTube. Tantalizing Tony Wrestling. Tantalizing Tony. Just type it in. Please subscribe and share and get me to 10,000. I need you guys. Okay. The United States Championship title match. Triple threat. Randy Keith Orton, Mr. RK himself, going against Mr. KO himself, Kevin Owens, and of course, the guy with the prime bottle in the middle of the ring, Mr. Logan Paul. Before we get into this match, how unsettling is it that Logan Paul is as good as he is?
I don't want to be too negative because we might have to cross paths. But
we did literally cross paths,
no,
and you missed the shot. He crossed my path.
So you missed the shot.
He was behind me. You were in front of me.
I was okay. We're not gonna go through this again.
When you look through the camera, you have to look through the whole thing. You have to see everything.
All right. So
you blew it.
So you know what? I'm not even going to say anything negative. I do agree that Logan Paul is a wonderful athlete.
What?
Everything he does, well, a lot of the things he does.
Not his cryptocurrency.
I changed it. You see, I didn't say everything. I said a lot. A lot of the things he dips his toe into, he becomes like a master at it.
Do you know what the phrase "dip your toe" comes from?
The pool.
Do you know why you dip your toe in?
To check the temperature.
But why? Why your toe?
Because it's easy.
No, because your toe, your big toe, is the most softest part of skin on your body. So that's how you can gauge the temperature from your toe.
Good to know.
Thank you. You didn't know that.
To come to his TED Talk, guys.
Anyway, yeah, Logan Paul is really good. It's so hard to say, but it's no denying it. He does. I mean, I wouldn't say he deserves this U.S. title, but he has put in the work. He is a really good wrestler. He's new in the game, but he's a champion. He acts like a champion. Ugh.
Kyla, I'm Kyla. Jasmine, what do you think?
It's unsettling. It's unsettling how good he is. Honestly, he's a natural. If you don't personally like someone, you can still say like they're talented. He's a very talented wrestler.
He's almost as talented as me. I agree. Logan Paul almost checks all the boxes on a tantalizing test. I mean, he doesn't have swag like me, of course.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the je ne sais quoi like me.
Yeah.
Now he does carry the title nice. The US title is great, but it's still not as great as the YouTube title. So I mean, he still falls short of a lot of the proper parameters to make himself a real champion. But hey, he's doing his best.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So in this match, see, here's my issue with this match with a triple threat. Somebody has to sit out at some point while the other two are wrestling. Now we know that Randy Orton and KO are going to jump this guy. And in a triple threat, there are no disqualifications, which means KSI can get involved. Maybe somebody else from Randy's past, from KO's past. Who knows? But what I do know is, stop the presses, guys. This is serious talk. So, guys, Lorraine is in the hospital. And I was waiting for her to jump in. Lorraine, I don't think she'd mind me telling you guys that she had pneumonia. She was on oxygen. She was not doing well. She's doing bad now. Hopefully, she's home tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to see her before I leave for Philly. That's the plan. Just so you know, Lorraine, I'd let everybody know that you weren't feeling well. Prayers to you, Lorraine. I love you very much. You know we're very close. I don't want anything ever to happen to you. Please take care of yourself. But everybody, just say a kind word or a prayer for Lorraine that she comes home tomorrow. Because she was really, really sick. So we love you, Lorraine.
We're praying for you, Lorraine.
Always.
We love you very much, just so you know.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't know if you would let people know that, but she also had a blood clot. She had a blood clot in her lung, everybody.
Jeez.
Yeah. And that's nothing to joke around with. That can turn to a pulmonary embolism, which can go to your heart. So she was in danger, guys. So, and she's in the hospital. She's in the hospital right now, and she's listening to the show, watching the show. That shows you what kind of people that follow me and people who I have in my circle, because Lorraine is definitely somebody who I care deeply for. So Lorraine, I love you very much. And I promise I will see you tomorrow before I leave to go to Philadelphia. And please feel better. Yeah, but I know. I used to be a doctor, Lorraine. I was a doctor. I gave up my doctorate degree for a law degree, then gave it up. I was a police officer. I was a fireman. I was it was a lot of things. I gave it to do this. This is where the most money is, YouTubing. This is it.
He's like the male Barbie.
I am the male Barbie.
Not Ken, because Ken's just Ken.
I'm just Ken. Oh, not now?
I love that song.
Okay. So, Lorraine, once again, feel better. I'm pretty sure you're going to text me after the show. And please do. I'll be up waiting for you to text. We love you. Okay? We really do.
Okay.
What was I saying?
We do love you.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, so the thing my problem with Logan Paul and Triple Threat is, can he hang? Triple Threat's a little different than a regular one-on-one match. A lot of moving parts. Sometimes there's 3 people in the ring. Sometimes someone has to roll out. Can Logan Paul hang?
Honestly, I think he can. I mean, he won this title off of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is
Rey Mysterio is a deadbeat dad, so
yeah.
there's not even any comparison. If you got to pick Logan Paul or Rey Mysterio, I pick the lesser 2 evils, and I pick Logan Paul. You know why? Because I never heard Logan Paul be a deadbeat to his kids.
There you have it.
Huh?
There you have it.
There you have it. Rey Mysterio, I heard from what Dominic told me. Dominic texted me yesterday. You know what? When I was at Raw, Dominic Mysterio texted me. He goes, by the way, my dad still owes me $14,000 of child support. Rey Mysterio has the money.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio is not a good guy. According to Dominic, he's a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Dominic.
But he is a Hall of Famer, and Logan Paul did take that title away from him.
I do respect he's a Hall of Famer. He's under 5 feet. Anybody under 5 feet that makes it is great in my book. But other than that, he should take care of his kids. He should be, he should follow my lead. Because I'm such a great dad. Listen, I'm the kind of dad, guys, that you really want to be in my household because I feed you steaks and chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, sometimes baked potatoes with sour cream and onions and chives. Not to mention we've traveled the world. We've been to Paris, we've been to Africa, Timbuktu. We once went to the moon. Twice we went to Mars and came back. Guys, I take my kids everywhere. We're going to Jupiter next week, and then we get back from there, we're going to Uranus.
Alrighty then.
Do the math.
Well, are we going to predictions, or did you want to say, Jasmine? Did you want to say anything leading up?
Logan Paul retains.
I mean, there's some people in the chat that doesn't think he's going to retain.
Logan Paul retains. He's got to take the title to SummerSlam because SummerSlam's in Cleveland, his home state. He retains, hands down.
I think he retains. I want Randy to win, but whatever.
It doesn't matter what you want. What matters is storyline. LA Knight beating Logan Paul in his home state, his home city. That's how you get LA Knight over. Yeah. There is no way, and telling it means no way, that Logan Paul does not walk out of WrestleMania with that U.S. title. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone's saying it. They want Randy to win. I want Randy to win, but the obvious answer, I guess, is Logan Paul.
Stephen Chambers, the prediction is good, but it's not bold because I just made the prediction that Logan Paul will lose the title at SummerSlam to L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This next match, there's some backstory. So can I do the backstory?
Guys, this is when I take a nap. Go.
I'm going to talk fast, so keep up, guys.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'm trying not to make you fall asleep here.
Well, every time you talk, I fall asleep because you have nothing to say.
That hurts the heart, Dad. That hurts the heart.
Listen, get over it.
All right. So we have Iyo Sky versus Bayley. Speed round. How did this match come about?
Well, back at SummerSlam in Nashville, Tennessee, Bayley brought back 2 release stars, Iyo Sky and Dakota Kai. That rhymes. You may continue.
Okay. Well, they had this plan to dominate the women's division, and
which they did.
They did. Bayley kept her end of the bargain, and she won the Royal Rumble. She planned on going against Rhea Ripley so that the whole Judgment Day, Damage Control can have all the titles. But
no, and you're right about that. They really planned to take over everything, and basically they did. Bayley's plan was great, and she came through. But guys, do you see this? Do you see the correlation right there? Look at that, guys. Bayley's pointing at the sign, and so am I. Look at that, guys. You see that? You see that? Because real champions point at the WrestleMania sign. She did it, as did I. Thank you very much. Continue.
I will continue quickly. So yeah, she won the Royal Rumble. The Kabuki Warriors got formed again.
Who?
And and they ended up kind of isolating Bayley from Damage Control, which is so sad. Later that night, Bayley saw Iyo and Asuka and Kairi talking bad about her.
Well, you do know that Bayley learned Rosetta Stone in New Japanese.
I was getting there.
Thank you.
So she understood what she was saying. She confronted Damage Control, and she was like, you know what? I choose you for WrestleMania. Oh, that's it. I choose you for WrestleMania. And yeah, Dakota Kai was in there. She pretended to be friends with Bayley, but then the next week turned on her, which was, I feel like, pointless. I don't understand what the point of that was. But Bayley,
I can tell you what it was. It was, hold that thought. It was to gain sympathy for Bayley because Bayley really didn't have a face turn.
I mean, honestly, the look she gave backstage, I cannot find the picture, but remember when she overheard them talking about her, the look she gave, like watching in the doorway?
She felt so sad.
That right there.
I bet you if you type in,
was enough.
I bet you type in Bayley sad, Damage Control. I bet you it comes up. Let's see. Bayley sad, Damage Control. Let's see.
I did. I typed in quite a bit of different variations of that, and I don't know why, but it's not here. It's whenever. Are you going to share with them so they can see that it's not there?
Look, she's crying right there.
They can't see.
She's crying. She's crying.
That's not the look she gave, though. There was a specific look that she gave when she was listening to Damage Control.
She was at the door. Yeah. So you know what? Type in Bayley sad backstage. Let's try that one.
Type that in too.
Let's try that one. Mm-hmm.
That screen grab has been erased from the face of Google.
All right, try this one. Try Bayley sad standing at door.
Dad, I did. Google, what's going on?
They dropped the ball.
You're telling me no one got that? That was an iconic image right there.
Wow.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, she's really sad. And I feel like everyone wants Bayley to win. At least can I just click forward? Can I just click? Okay. Go. Everyone wants Bayley to win. Iyo, honestly, I love you, WWE. I love you, Iyo. But she was just not the greatest champion, you know? Like she
never had a chance to really show what she could do.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but what Humble says, this match is cold. They got to pick it up. There's only one more. There's just a SmackDown left. That's it before WrestleMania.
No, I feel like this is one of the matches that have a lot of story behind
Maybe,
it.
But here's the other thing I was gonna say. Do we see the Bayley buddies?
Mm-mm.
I think at the beginning of when she comes out, we get her music. I think that pops the crowd.
Okay, music. Okay, I can settle for the old music. I do not want to see the car dealership. I do not want to see the ponytail, and I do not want to see the bright colors.
I think that's why she grew her hair long too, for the ponytail. I think we get old Bayley.
She didn't want to look like a Karen. She looks like a Karen.
What's wrong with Karen?
She doesn't want to look like a Karen.
Okay.
That has a bad.
Dahlia has a good point here too. She won the Royal Rumble. She's not on that many posters.
And I feel like people brought that to WWE's attention. They gave her a new shirt finally. They gave her a couple posters for after she was on she's on some poster. I can't remember, but it's probably not a good thing.
You always bring up stuff you can't remember. You notice that?
Well,
yeah. You have a concussion like I do? 18?
Probably. Jasmine.
Okay then.
What is your thoughts?
What are your thoughts? Bayley's gonna win. I think she deserves it. I think it's her time now.
I love my daughters. I love both my daughters, but I want to tell you something right now. This girl right here, who I love very much, her answers are exactly the same. So today, I think Bayley's gonna win. She deserves it. I think Bobby.
Anyone else deserves it.
I think this.
Well, if you let her finish, you might have elaborated.
And it's like she said, and I think that this one's gonna do it. And I think, listen, and I think, and I think. This is what she did. And I think. So
continue, Jasmine.
Hey, you know what?
I don't want to talk anymore.
No, I don't want to talk anymore. If you watch, her head goes up. I don't want to talk anymore. Guys, doing this show with my daughters. Here goes the hyena laugh.
Talk. Just talk, Dad. Go on.
Laugh like you need an inhaler.
Talk.
I have a question though. Is it no DQ for this match?
We haven't heard anything about any stipulations. I think they need us to. The problem with doing stipulations is that how many stipulations can you do at WrestleMania?
It's WrestleMania.
We got triple threat. We got bloodline rules. You know, are we gonna get a Mountain Dew splash match?
We are getting a Slim Jim.
No, I was asking because I don't know if Damage Control is gonna come out or not. You know.
I mean, I think they're
successful, but like.
Speaking of Damage Control, let me ask you a question because I'm gonna tell you how it felt in the arena. Look at the wire. Were you guys disappointed that we didn't see Jade, Bianca, or Naomi last night?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
I thought for sure they were.
Me too. They had the camera crew walking backwards, and I was like, guys, this is it. I'm telling them my section, and nothing.
Yeah, because even if you had that match that meant nothing with who was in Shayna Baszler and them. Even if you did, why don't you stop it with like all three of them running up down the ramp into the thing and like fighting them? Something.
Yeah.
This must have been a scheduling issue. It had to be. It had to be something they were booked somewhere else to maybe do appearances somewhere or something. Because for those three not to be there to build that match, to me they dropped the ball. But probably Friday on SmackDown. Hopefully they do it. You know.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, we won't be doing a live watch along Friday. We don't even know if we're going to SmackDown yet. So
I feel like we needed them on Raw. Like we need to see them more together so that we can, like, obviously their chemistry is good. We could tell by that little piece of footage that we got from SmackDown, but I feel like we need to see them together as much as possible to make the match flow. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I hear what you're saying, but I want to address this. I disagree, Richard. Let me tell you why. You say it doesn't need more build up. They just announced
go to that.
They just announced the match last week, and they've had this is their first interaction with Jade. It'd be nice to see Jade come down and do a rundown and wreck some shop like she did. Again, you want to Jade look as strong as possible. What better place than New York City than Brooklyn to bring Jade in? Like you're in Brooklyn, you're in the mecca of what it means to be urban, what it means to be ethnic, what it means to be down with the cause. You know what I mean? It's New York, and you don't bring her in. I mean, come on, that was a bad move. I'm just saying. And I know what you're saying, Richard, but I respectfully disagree. I think this does need more builds. I think you want to see them interact with these three more. Not to mention, you see Bayley help the three Black queens, and then not to mention, let's not forget, guys, that Bayley is Latina. Okay, she's Latinx. Not forget that.
I don't know if I'm crazy, guys, but the match is not on the card for WrestleMania.
What match is that?
The
it's on there.
6-woman tag.
It's there.
I literally just scrolled through all of the matches.
It might not be there, but it's on the internet. It's there.
I know it's on the internet, but why did they take it off the list?
Listen. Now
I gotta find it again.
Has it been scrapped?
No.
But look, is that the match we're talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
We were, but we transitioned.
Well, weren't we talking about Iyo and Bayley? That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, back to that. I think Bayley is your new women's champion. I think that they'll have Iyo and Bayley going back and forth with a program, because I don't think Iyo's reign has been good, but I think it's time to pull the trigger on Bayley. Bayley definitely deserves a title, and we need a woman that's going to actually be able to, I hate to say this, speak on the mic and be able to, represent SmackDown in a way where you can cut a promo and all those other things. So, and Richard, you're probably right. They may have a rematch at Backlash, but I'm going with Bayley.
Me too.
Me three.
Yes. Moving forward to what we were just talking about, might as well talk about it. I mean, 6-woman tag.
There is no way. And tantalizing means
no way
that Bianca, Jade, and Naomi don't win this match. Now, usually we just breeze right through it because of that, but we're not. I'm going to talk about it.
I have no slides, by the way. So
you don't need any. You don't need any. People do not realize what it meant for these three Black women to point to that sign. I'm going to tell you what it meant. I listened to 3 podcasts after this happened. That was their main topic. Last night in Brooklyn, people were talking about a lot of things. You know what mostly people were talking about? I hope Jade's here tonight. Hope Jade's here tonight. Hope Bianca's here tonight. This is something that you may never. This was organic, but also planned. Look at how they're standing. Look at the statuesque beauty of these 3 women. I don't care what you think about women should have muscles, whatever. Whoever thought of this moment is an effing genius. Because to see these 3 African-American women, these women of color, point to that sign and just inspire a generation of people it's gonna last for a long time. This is the wrestling business where not a lot of black women get shine. This is huge. And Double J said, "How can you hate on that?" People do, and you're so right, Richard. WWE should frame that picture with their 3 signatures on it because that's incredible.
Listen, that would be a great. They do auctions all the time at the Fanatics.
That'd be a great auction.
That'd be awesome.
You know what I should do? We should screenshot this, take it off, and take it and get them to sign it.
I mean, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I mean, I already met Jade. I met Bianca. We would meet her again. Naomi, piece of cake. I'll just call Jimmy.
Just call him up.
Oh, do you have
we're in with the bloodline.
Well,
you didn't know?
I'll call Lance. Lance will call Jimmy. I mean, it's not a problem. Call Lance. I'll call Alpha Jr. I'll call Jacob too. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm the ultimate oos. I'm the tantalizing oos. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Anyway, yeah, this match Listen,
I don't want it to be
a no-brainer.
I don't want it to be a squash though. I want the Kabuki Warriors and Dakota Kai to kick the living crap out of them. I want them to get beat up because I want to see how they come back. I don't want to see a dominating match. I do not want to see Jay just come in, boom, boom, boom. That's probably what they're gonna do. I want this to be freaking epic, and I want this to be a contest.
I think they start off light and then they have Jade do the hot tag because you cannot squash the tag team champions. That will diminish the women's tag title, the women's tag division even more. So I think obviously Kabuki Warriors stand their ground for the first maybe 10, 15 minutes of the match. Oh no, that match might not be that long. But for the first quarter of the match, I think that Kabuki Warriors dominate, Damage Control dominate, and then Jade Cargill gets that big hot tag, that big pop. You
made a point about time. I think everybody gets good time. I think everybody gets their matches.
6 hours.
It's a 6-hour show. And a lot of people think Dakota Kai's eating the pin. I don't. I think Asuka eats the pin on this one. I think if you really want to I think Asuka eats the pin because everybody expects Dakota Kai to get pinned. Asuka eats the pin. Now we got you got to pin one of the tag team champions because if you do, now you can justify a title shot. And here's the thing.
That can set up a feud, yeah.
And here's the thing. Let's not forget there's something called Freebird rules because 3 people can carry the titles. So what if Jade, Bianca, and Naomi ask for a tag team title shot?
But I think if they pin a champion, they got to pin Kyrie. Asuka is Asuka. Also, she's awesome.
That's what makes them look strong.
Okay, but you're still pinning a champion.
But Kyrie is the weaker of the 2. You pin the stronger one, especially if Jade pins her. Oh my God, Jade pins Asuka. You know what that does for her stock? What
does that do for Asuka?
It does. Asuka is a made woman. It doesn't hurt Asuka if she gets pinned. It just shows that Jade. Asuka's 42 years old. It shows that Jade, the new one, the new chick on the block, the up and comer, just pinned the woman that was undefeated in NXT. That gives Jade Cargill a chip on her shoulder. I think that's what you do.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
And shout out to Jakey. Sidewalk Slam the likes in honor of Tony visiting his birth of the. Yo, let me tell you something. When I walked, this is a true story. When I walked across the street, I had a perfect parking spot. I didn't pay for parking. I parked right across the street. I got a spot at the it said until 7 p.m. I put money in the meter from 5 to 7. After that, good to go. Listen to this, guys. When I walked across the street to Barclays Center, you guys saw the lines, right? Prior to those lines, prior to me videos lines, I had at least 25, 30 people go, tantalizing Tony. People took pictures with me. They ran with me. I had to actually tell people, hey, you're getting too close. You invaded my personal space. People want to touch the title. Hey, did you wash your dirty hands? Touching it, this is a great title. Don't you just... Oh,
it's gone.
That's the old YouTube title. But people came up to me. It was, all jokes aside, it was such an honor that people knew who I was. It was crazy. Then I got into Barclays and I got overshadowed because Billy, MF, and Jean was walking around. She owns the building. When you can overshadow Tantalizing Tony, you got the gravitas. But she's a great, let me tell you something. I cannot say nothing bad about her. She's very outspoken. She definitely says what's on her mind. But guess what? I like it like that. She's awesome. But yeah, it was an honor to be in Brooklyn last night. But back to this women's match. Jade Cargill, Naomi, Bianca Belair, they win this match hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. Do you agree? Do you concur, Jasmine?
You guys know how I feel about this match. And if you don't, then that means that you didn't watch the video that we did on it. And that means that you have no life. Because why are you watching Channel videos? Come on.
She's going heel. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't realize, Jasmine, myself, and Kira did a video on the importance of Jade, Bianca, and Naomi, what it means to people. So get a chance to watch it. It's really good. It's also on the podcast, on the Tantalizing Tag Team podcast. So there it is.
Yeah. And they're definitely, like, I agree with you. Jade's not losing her first WrestleMania match. There's no way. And the pop of them winning is going to be crazy.
The pop.
And I do like, I really love Dakota Kai and the Kabuki Warriors. I think that, like, I want it to be like a strategic match. I don't want it to be rushed. I really hope that they're working on it, like, really hard right now, especially with Jade and, like, her timing and stuff. So I really hope it's going to be executed perfectly.
She better be looking good if they took her off screen for weeks.
Listen, everybody asked why she pinned Kyrie. Why'd she pin Dakota? She pinned her.
Oh, well, to show that she could do it.
Her dominant.
Yeah, to show she could do it. Like, I could beat you if I wanted to. There's a little sneak peek of what's going to happen at WrestleMania. You know? Exactly. That kind of vibe.
So they get it.
They get it. Yeah, you're right.
Next.
So we got Jimmy and Billie Jean's husband, Jey Uso.
Dahlia, she said she might have found the picture. Send it, please, because that's going to bother me. I think that I'm in the...
I love that the chat and especially your people on top of it. I love Dahlia. Dahlia's good people. I love Dahlia.
Yes, she's awesome. Okay, so I think I'm in the minority. Everyone is like not excited about this match. And I'm like, this is a big deal. Like, this is the culmination of their careers. This is their dream, and it's happening at the biggest WrestleMania. And everyone's like, oh, they didn't build it right. This match is going to be mid. I'm like, are you guys insane? Are you watching the same thing I'm watching?
Speaking of mid, what's this retirement stuff people are talking about? I was going to be retired last night. They were voting for me to be retired.
She found it. What?
Yeah, what is this retirement? That you guys are trying to keep me off my own show?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, that might have been the chat, honestly.
Everybody hates you.
Thank you, Dahlia. You're awesome.
She got it to you?
She did.
Dahlia, you are great. Carrie did something good. You met a nice friend. Went to fly to California.
Okay. I've been to California. It's very nice. I mean, I would love to go when it's not freezing.
It's crazy. So look, Jimmy and Jay. So look, Jasmine was very upset with the bloodline when these guys split. But now you got to choose one. Now everybody's thinking Jay's going to win this. I don't think it's obvious, but go ahead, Jasmine.
I cannot choose, and I will not. I'm not choosing.
You know what's crazy? Their blood. But do you know what's crazy is that when these guys first came in, they couldn't even break getting past the pre-shows. They looked exactly alike. And now they have definitely so much different personalities that they definitely, you could tell they're twins, but they don't look like twins anymore. Jasmine, so you can you pick this? Who do you go with here?
It's like loving your kids equally, and then you don't, like, you have some favorites at.
Well, I don't love any of you, so.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Hurt the heart, but all right. If I have to choose, I'm gonna choose Jimmy. I feel like Jay has made a name for himself already, and I don't feel like Jimmy is getting as much love. And I want Jimmy, him. He's I can't take anything he does serious because he's always smiling and laughing or breaking character, and it's so funny to me. But I'm gonna go with Jimmy. I always say Yeet. I love my Yeet Meister, but I'm gonna go with Jimmy.
Yeet Meister.
Yeet Meister.
You pick Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jimmy. He's gonna cheat. He's gonna do something. So.
Okay. This is when I started to. I feel like this is when everybody started to feel it. Their first like
Because Jimmy had his best time on the mic here too. This is when Jimmy showed out.
Wait, this was before. So this was the face off, right? And this is when he was given the crazy faces when they first started. They were the first two in the Royal Rumble, right? And then this is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So he said, I don't know what line he said. I'm sorry, I never know anything, but he said something that hit the heart. He was like, I never left you, or something like that. Like, he was being for real. Jimmy Uso, he like tried his best to stick with his brother. Jey is the one that's been wishy-washy. Okay, so I think everyone's gonna go with Jey because he's like the more popular one. But Jimmy is right in this whole situation. Like,
Jimmy is the underdog in this match.
He is, but Jimmy has the bloodline.
Here's the problem with this match is that they're equal in aspects of they're equal in aspects of what they can do in the ring. And here's what's crazy. Everybody's expecting Jey to win because, listen, Jay's got a following. But what if they swerved us and gave this win to Jimmy? I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 on this.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy's been losing a lot,
That's
so
Jimmy,
Jasmine picks Jimmy. Kira, who do you pick?
I think this is so hard. It's so
hard.
Yeah, it's like picking
It's
Uso
so
number 1, Uso number 2.
Hard to say goodbye.
I don't know.
Oh,
because Jey is popular. That would be the obvious choice. Okay, he is the good guy, right? But Jimmy, he feels hurt. Like
he has
feels
open wounds. Do you not see?
Yeah.
You got to realize something. Jimmy has cost Jey the Universal title and the IC title.
Okay, but
Jey had Gunther beat.
But listen, Dad. Listen. Try to look through the lens of Jimmy. Right? You're with your brother, and then your brother turns on your twin, and then your brother turns on your guys' family, and then tries to convince you to turn on your family too. You do it, and then doesn't Jey turn again? There were so many turning, but at the end of the day, Jey left Jimmy in the bloodline. He went on to be a solo star. He went on to get merch, his own merch.
Okay.
He went on to be
No
tag champion.
No yeet.
Exactly, with Cody. How could you do that? How could you be?
I'll tell you how. I'll explain to you. First of all, when he left with his brother, they then beat the living crap out of Jimmy, took him out of action. Then at SummerSlam, the SummerSlam he went to in Detroit, Jimmy interfered and cost Jey the Universal Championship. Jey had Roman beat. How do you justify staying with someone who cost you the greatest prize on the planet? Then he has the IC title shot, has Gunther beat, dead to rights, cost him again. It's damn right he left, and I don't blame him for leaving. And that being said, you guys changed my mind. Jey Uso wins this match.
I feel like, okay, something's got to change with their relationship in this match. Like after the match, and they realize, like, oh my gosh, we really just wrestled our dream match in the biggest stage of them all, in the grandest stage. And then either I don't think Jay's going back to the bloodline, but maybe we see Jimmy like break down his wall, or like.
Did you say breakdown? break down.
Or like
down.
Show some compassion towards his twin. Like that is his brother. And they just like, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some kind of emotional moment.
Solo doesn't have a match. So
people say Cena.
Which to me is a mistake. Does Solo Sikoa have a match at WrestleMania?
I mean, he's just there to make his family win.
And where is John Cena? We've forgotten that John Cena got eviscerated by Solo Sikoa. Where's that match at WrestleMania?
Cena was recently on the Tonight Show, I think it was, and Jimmy asked him about Jimmy Fallon asked him about if he was going to be at WrestleMania 40, and he dodged the question so hard.
I honestly, we'll get to that later, but they'll be there. But let's digress. Did you pick Jey or Jimmy?
I didn't pick. I can't pick. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm indecisive.
Well, you're going to pick this a prediction show.
Okay, but I predicted all of them. I can't.
It's hard. That's what I think. Like people like that don't want to see this match. That's why it's so important, because you don't know who's going to win. Like, anything can happen.
Yeah, but if you're making me pick,
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I'll make you
I'm
pick.
gonna go with Jimmy. Okay.
Wow, so you two pick Jimmy and I pick Jay, and that's why I'm the dad, and you guys are the daughters, and you guys know absolutely
I thought you
nothing.
weren't our dad.
I'm not your dad. You're right.
Come on, stick to the
No,
script.
whatever it is. Jey Uso wins. These guys say Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I'm gonna sit back.
People.
Go.
People. Listen. This is mommy mania. This is WrestleMania. This is mommy's night. Okay. She's gonna be on the first night of WrestleMania. Thank you. She's gonna be on the first night of WrestleMania, but that's totally okay. Sorry. She's there, okay? And I am not the biggest fan of her going against Becky Lynch, but I'm gonna just have to stick it through. Like, we get to see mommy. Like, come on. Let's go through the story a little bit because it did start in NXT, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this was her or Charlotte, but she said that she didn't really get to beat Becky because of Shayna.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
Was that her or was that Charlotte?
I don't remember exactly what happened. Whatever happened here, Rhea Ripley is not the Rhea Ripley we know today. She was a different person entirely.
She was a different person.
And why is my voice different?
I don't know, but
see how I did that? See how I did that different, and then slide came up.
So the left side is the side of Rhea that she said she forced herself to be to fit in, and then the right side is obviously the wonderful mommy that we see today. And this
what a transition!
Yeah, this is a drastic change. But this she said this was closer to her personality, and yeah, she's a dark person.
This is my brutality. Oh, sorry. Good.
It's okay. So yeah, they've had face-offs. They've
been in the mix together.
They have. Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber.
And stop right there. I want to say something about this. Who doesn't get enough credit? Nia Jax. Nia Jax does not get enough credit in this feud. Because if you think about it, Nia Jax is the one who furthered this feud with them. Because if you remembered, Becky Lynch could not beat Nia Jax. And it took everything to beat her in that last woman standing match. Not to mention the match that Rhea Ripley had with Nia Jax at Elimination Chamber was incredible. Nia Jax took it to the limit, and I think this match was built up so well because of Nia Jax. And Nia Jax not even on the WrestleMania card.
You know what's crazy? That you say that on Twitter, they're saying that they're mad that Nia Jax and Liv Morgan don't have a match. Period.
I agree. Liv Morgan is very popular. I mean, they'll have the women's battle royal on Friday, but who's going to win that? And how does Nia Jax, how does Liv Morgan just came back? How are they not involved in a match at WrestleMania?
Honestly, I feel like it would have been better to have like Rhea go against someone else, like maybe like a Raquel. Obviously, we know Raquel's not doing the greatest; she's off the active roster. But I feel like Becky, Liv, and Nia, they had their own thing going. So I feel like that match has a lot more story and a lot more backing than Becky versus Rhea. So I would have liked to see a triple threat between those three, honestly, if we're talking about making sense and like storylines and whatnot. But
yeah, that makes more sense as a triple threat than the Kevin Owens ones does.
Yeah, the Kevin Owens one, they were just that just came about because they were the only three that were at the press conference in Australia.
I'd like to break this news to you guys right now. I was just text by one of my great friends, one of my best friends in the world. Robert Franklin just told me I have failed as a father because you don't know your Rocky trivia.
Oh.
So Robert Franklin, you know what? You're correct. I'm as bad as Rey Mysterio.
That's bad.
It is bad. But that's a reflection on you as well that you don't know about Rocky. You disgust me.
Okay.
I don't know that either. What you taught me was Star Wars, Disney stuff. I didn't get forced to watch Rocky. And even if I did, I was probably too little.
Music. I'm good with music. That's about it.
Yeah. And by the way, yes. Hello everybody on Instagram. And yes, it says that, but people still they just text about Rhea, see? Hello on Instagram. Lance is here, by the way, guys. On Instagram, Lance NOIE is here. Oh, look at that. Rewind recap. Really? Relive is here. A lot of people here.
You understand that you're interrupting me during my read.
Killer, this is my show. Okay, when you get your show, we go through this every night
But it's
about
Rhea.
Rhea.
But
You
Dad,
and
this is her moment. This is her Rhea.
you say this is her moment.
This is her moment.
This is her moment.
So yeah, Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber, and then they all started planting the seeds for trying to make this match make sense at the WrestleMania kickoff.
We were there.
We were there. We were very close. I got to see Mommy up close. Actually up close and personal because
She claimed the title.
she did.
Cling.
Yeah, so
Seth Rollins also.
I feel like there's just a bunch of face-offs. Like there's no story. Like they're just going up to each other, and this happened last night. Obviously, you see that?
It's craziness. Yeah, it was craziness.
No, I'm saying okay. So yeah, last night. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to this being a brutal match. Like,
look at little boy's face.
There's no story here. Yeah. There's no story here whatsoever. Like this match makes no sense. But this fight last night made me look forward to this match being absolutely insane, absolutely brutal.
Here's the problem with this. People legitimately love Becky and legitimately love Rhea.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 crowd. Believe it or not, it really is. I was in Brooklyn last night.
So,
you're wrong. I was in Brooklyn last night. Brooklyn is where they go towards the heels more. And that building was 50% Becky and 50% Rhea.
Okay.
It was.
Rhea's found a way. Rhea's found a way because she hasn't defended her title a lot, but she's found a way to like her storyline, like make her so interesting and like she like pulls like everyone toward her. I feel like the crowd, the audience, and I feel like that's what Iyo hasn't been able to do. Maybe it's a booking issue. Maybe it's WWE. I don't know, but. You know who I'm choosing.
Just for the record, Alex is in the chat, and Alex just want to point something out to you. Joey Conway is a bum and can't lace my boots. Thanks. All right, let's move right along. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is just going to be a very killer match.
Everybody knows. Well, go ahead.
I do agree with you that Becky has gained some popularity because she has been doing the book tour. So I can see why, it would be 50-50. But at the end of the day, like Mommy likes to say, Mommy's always on top. So there you go. She's winning. She's retaining with ease.
I agree with that. Where does Becky go from there? Is the question. Because she's banking it all that she's going to win this, that she go away for a while. And is the crowd going to turn? Is Philly going to turn on Becky Lynch?
Honestly, I believe so.
New York's one way, but Philly's way. Philly's evil. Guys, I'm not from Philly. I'm from New York. And I will say this with all due respect for all my Philly people that are going to see me at WrestleCon. You guys are some evil SOBs. These guys are people that throw snowballs, ice balls at Santa Claus. They've got a jail in Lincoln Financial Field because they lock people up in the football stadium. These people are going to make Becky Lynch look like Colonel Mustafa. They're gonna boo her out of that building.
Question.
I think Seth gets booed out of the building too. By the way, I think both of the Lynch Rollins team get kicked out. Yes.
Do they eventually turn her face, or is she better as a heel because she's loved? So
can't turn her heel. I mean, Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea is so popular. I think she's that anti-hero like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay. I don't think you touch her. I think if you turn her face, then crowd turns her. I think you keep her like this with the edge to her. I think what you do is you create the dissension in the ranks. In Judgment Day, because who's the leader? Is it Mommy or is it Damian Priest?
I don't know how many times she has to say it. There is no leader.
Okay.
It's Mommy. Mommy's the leader.
See, your Mommy is the leader.
She's not. She just seems to be having the good ideas lately.
She's the world champion.
You see Dom making decisions. It doesn't make him the leader.
Dom doesn't have the title anymore.
Every time. Think about it. Every time they have a discussion, who's talking? Rhea. She's asking questions. Why didn't you tell me? What's going on?
They're supposed to talk to each other, not just to Rhea. Talk to the whole group before. Okay, we're not getting into Judgment Day drama right now.
Rhea
Okay.
is the mastermind, and I said what I said.
Please hit the likes, everybody. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube, Tan Lives and Tony Wrestling Show. Subscribe, like, share. We need you. Look, the bottom line is this. Rhea Ripley is probably the most over wrestler right now in aspects of what she's doing in dominance. If she loses this, Philadelphia will riot.
If she loses, I'm breaking my TV.
Philadelphia will riot. I think there's no chance in hell that Becky Lynch wins. And if she does, my God, what a shock it's going to be. It's going to be a bigger shock than Cody losing last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, I know you're excited about what is she going to wear, you know?
I know. And I was going to bring that up with Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca, because, you know, Bianca makes all the gear, so she might make the matching gear. I'm excited.
Dad, it's girly.
Sorry, I'm excited for. Okay, I feel like lately they haven't been doing the big entrances, only a couple entrances, but those are the big things I look forward to, like major entrances at WrestleMania, their gear, their makeup. Like it's not just about the wrestling. They're in it's what is it called? It's
I feel like it
sports
adds
entertainment
to the storytelling. Also,
yes.
Going back to Bianca, she was on an interview and she said she's been working on her gear for a month. I'm surprised because usually she's last minute.
Yeah, yeah, she's got some time on her hands.
Speaking of gear,
Great.
Speaking of gear. The Tantalizing Tony Liberty Bell sweatshirts are in effect with the QR code in the back. Also,
you're wearing it. Is that also?
Oh my God. Also, the Tantalizing Tony black Liberty Bell t-shirts with the QR code in the back, available for purchase at WrestleCon, as well as Tantalizing 316 shirts available at WrestleCon, and not to mention, there is no QR code, and not to mention, why would he show the back? And not to mention, we will be with Victoria Crawford, formerly known as Alicia Fox. What? Wait a minute. Get the 316 shirt back, please. So guys, everybody knows that the 316 shirts, turn it around, do not have a QR code in the back, and he showed it. Please tell me, in what universe do you show the back of the shirt? There's nothing on it. And not to mention the former WWE Divas champion, Alicia Fox, her now going by her real name, Victoria Crawford. Her merch is available at WrestleCon. Go to WrestleCon.com for information.
I'm only laughing because Jasmine's laughing.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to Thomas A, because we love you.
Mommy,
get it together, girl.
Funny.
If you guys are watching for the first time, that was Big Bucks Bobby, and there's a reason why he's never on the show. That's it. The kid showed a shirt with no logo on the back.
Please, my stomach hurts.
Oh my goodness.
I love seeing other people laugh.
I've officially seen everything. We gotta clip that and put that up. Oh man, Clone Force. Well, to be honest, oh wait, we can go back to that later. We'll not to the Roman questions yet. All right, we agreed Rhea's winning, right? Obviously. Okay, so
yes.
this match just added. To me, this makes zero sense.
Okay, but let me make it make sense. Okay. You ready? Backstory time. Story time. It all started in WrestleMania 39. Rey Mysterio versus his son, Dominic Mysterio. Okay, obviously Rey Mysterio won. He spanked his child on national television. That wasn't national television, pay-per-view.
Why wasn't Child Protective Services called?
He's old.
He beat his kid live.
His kid's old.
Doesn't matter, still a child.
Yeah, so that's obviously why Dom and Rey have the little beef that they have. Santos Escobar,
part of the loser world order,
started in LWO on the main roster with Rey Mysterio, and then Rey had his U.S. title match.
He
again.
lost.
First of all, Santos Escobar got his title shot stolen by Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio won the title.
Not
and then
only is he a deadbeat, he's a thief.
And then went on to defend the title that he stole at Crown Jewel.
Why
and
didn't Escobar file charges?
I don't know.
He lost his GT skills. So.
Indeed. But everybody is speculating that Santos put the brass knuckles there on purpose for Logan Paul to win. And so does Carlito. Carlito accused Santos of doing that on purpose, which I don't think it was on purpose, but that's how Santos,
And to me, Carlito has not done enough at all. They have, when they changed his music, it took his identity away. Because they're not here. I spit to the face of people who don't want to be cool. That was great.
Yeah.
Doesn't spit the apple anybody. Just lost everything.
Yeah.
So.
But so Santos is mad at Rey. Dom is mad at Rey, and
I'm mad at Rey too.
That's how they got their little connection, because they both don't like Rey Mysterio. So a couple weeks ago, Dominic, or maybe it was last week, Dominic came out to help Santos because Legado del Fantasma was banned from ringside against his match during Rey Mysterio. So Dom decided to come out in a mask and help out Santos Escobar. So that's why they're pairing up.
And why did it look like Santos Escobar just got out of the shower and put on tidy whities? I just wanted to answer that question.
I think the tape makes it a little more, he has more coverage with the tape. If he didn't have the tape, it would be weird.
People are speculating, Dad, on what you said. People are speculating that they're gonna turn Carlito and he's gonna interfere with this match. I don't know. That's what they're saying.
It looked that way to me. He looked like he was very upset that Dragon Lee, and that's something. What's Dragon Lee doing here?
Yeah, it's just. I thought it was gonna be what's his name?
Andrade.
I thought it was gonna be Andrade.
Andrade's going to Judgment Day.
He better. But yeah, Dragon Lee. Okay, I said this last night, but Dragon Lee being in LWO helps literally nobody. LWO is not giving him any exposure because they don't have enough exposure.
You know what the LWO needs? A black guy.
Dad. I also think it didn't make any sense. Like when they were in the ring together, didn't you just make that match the 5 against 5? It was fair.
They had them facing off. And then you're gonna put the women going Elektra versus Zelina on SmackDown. Why not just have it at WrestleMania?
Yeah, I feel like that's not fair because Rey just came back. I know he's a Hall of Famer, guys. Don't kill me. But you just came back and you just have a WrestleMania match like that. Meanwhile, the rest of the LWO has been working.
Indeed, they have. When's the last time Rey Mysterio was with Dragon Lee? When he was doing all his NXT work. This is so random. Dragon came out of nowhere. I was so lost, but you know what? That he's the new part of LWO. I don't know why they have this many members. But
what I think happened was they didn't know when Rey was going to be cleared, and then he got cleared and told them, and they just made the match. And obviously, Dom's going to be.
Stephen Chambers has it right there. Yeah. Put Ricochet in LWO. There we go. Put a black guy in. Change the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Owen Hart was in a Nation of Domination.
Oh,
he was.
That's true. But yeah, Dominic making moves. He shouldn't be. He's in. What's the wing? Hot water or what is it?
Deep water.
I don't know. He's in trouble with Judgment Day.
Heat. He has heat.
I'm going with Dom and Santos.
I think Dom needs a win at WrestleMania.
For sure. Look at this team and then look at this team. Be so for real.
Yeah, these guys are like these action figures from the Power Rangers. Get them out of here.
I don't care if it's Rey Mysterio. Be so realistic.
Get these little kids wearing. Who wears a mask?
Rey won last time, so Dom.
But here's the thing, too. Go back to those mask shots. They're both ugly. That's why they cover their faces.
Yeah, that's why Dom doesn't wear a mask. He said he's too pretty to wear a mask.
Dahlia is right. Zelina Vega has not gotten her moment. She got a moment in Puerto Rico, but she deserves a lot better.
Exactly.
She does. At least they could have at least put the Zelina versus Elektra match on the kickoff show.
That's still WrestleMania,
right? Mm-hmm. They've been doing pre-show matches again. They did it when they went to Australia. So why not give it? I don't know. Maybe they just needed a hot match for SmackDown before Mania, but
I was available.
okay. Who are you guys going with for this match?
We're going with Dominic.
Who
We're going with Dominic and Escobar. There's no way these two guys
the
lose.
other one's a deadbeat. Come on.
Those two mass freaks. Come on, those guys got masks on because they're hideous.
Yeah.
They were probably got scalded
with Dom because
water in their face.
He is Eddie Guerrero's son. Like, come on.
Dominic is Eddie Guerrero's son. That's true.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
About that.
I have no slides or winners for this. I forgot this match is brand new.
A lot of people forgot it. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very disappointed with this. I'm disappointed the Street Profits got stuck in this 6-man tag. Nothing against Damian Priest and AOP, but Damian Priest hasn't won a match since Obama was president.
Not Damian Priest, Dad.
Excuse me.
I was looking. I was like, who is she trying to say?
I'm sorry, guys. Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross hasn't won a match since Obama was president. And Authors of Pain. Can they even read? What authors of they are? Do they read books? What are they? I don't get it. They got a WrestleMania match. Why? So you give them a WrestleMania match, but not Liv, not Nia. And where is Omos?
Omos is doing this. I think he might be actually in the Battle Royal net tomorrow.
Where is Omos?
No, Friday.
But this match here, it does nothing for me. I think this is to showcase what Montez Ford can do, and I honestly think that we see a rift coming. I think this is the emergence of Montez in the singles push. I think by the look on Angelo Dawkins' face that he's going to be the one to turn heel. Because what else? You can't. Montez is too popular, and I think Montez is too much of a jokester to be brought be accepted as a heel. You got to get. It's time to get Montez away from the Street Profits. I'm sorry. Montez deserves to be a single star. No disrespect to Angelo Dawkins, he's doing great. And Bobby Lashley to be in a 6-man tag team. This guy's a former world champion. Are you kidding me? They're doing him dirty.
Okay, I have two things. Number one, I feel like this match could have been great if they were like on TV more. Like the times they're on TV, it's just Karrion Kross or AOP beating up Street Profits or Bobby Lashley. Like there was no story. I feel like if they had a story, this match would have been amazing.
You know, Bobby Martinez says Bobby and Chris have a legit feud. They have a feud on SmackDown that has not got anybody engaged. Nobody cares.
It doesn't.
And I get that Liv and Nia don't have a feud going on.
They did.
But you tell me that Nia doesn't have something from back with Rhea that she could have built on something. They could have done something with them. I'm sorry, guys. This match to me is waste. And I want to say something about Omos. Omos is not limited in the ring. That is wrong. I've seen Omos's house matches at NXT shows. And I was wrong about Omos's too in the beginning. Omos is talented. You have to realize something. Omos is so big, it is hard to work with him because of his size. They don't book him like Andre the Giant like they should, where he just dominates. He just beat everybody. But because in this day and age, to beat everybody means you're going to be champion. And can you make him champion? Omos doesn't get the credit he deserves. A great sports guy. So you guys are entitled to your opinion, but the guy's awesome. But back to this. This makes no sense to me. I honestly think that Karrion Kross and AOP win this because of a mishap between Montez and Angelo, and I think this is where you start dropping the breadcrums.
They did do a breadcrumb when Angelo Dawkins cost them the match by getting out, so probably. I feel like this team, whatever they're called, what are they called? The Street Profits and Bobby.
Almighty Profits. That's what I like.
Almighty Profit. They're called Pride.
Okay, the Pride. This is the Lion King. Whatever. Since they put them together, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. Bobby doesn't come off as a leader to me. I feel like Street Profits.
Jasmine, but not to mention B-Fab's being wasted.
Like it's like being rushed. I feel like, and like they just jammed them together. When I feel like they didn't need that. Like when Street Profits were going against the Usos when they were champions, like that was great. they were fine on their own. I don't feel like they were okay with a mic. Them just throwing them with Bobby, like it just threw me off. And then their like gear now, like with the fur, I think it's so ugly. I know.
I don't understand.
I
It
just
seems
don't
like
get it.
it seems like their whole identity was taken away.
Yeah.
Or what made them great. The solo cups were great.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, but
I don't understand.
I think
And
we
guys,
see that.
don't get me wrong, I love Street Profits. I'm glad they have a match at WrestleMania, but I feel like it's just mid.
I think that excuse me, I think that this experiment with Bobby Lashley and Street Profits comes to an end. I think we see a break here. I think Bobby Lashley needs to go back on his singles run before he retires because he's getting up there in age. And I think this is Montez's time to shine, especially with the love in WWE. He's popular right now. People know who he is. It's time to break up the Street Profits. They get back together eventually. But I think Angelo Dawkins can have a good singles career too.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I'm picking ALP and Karrion Kross in upset.
Okay.
I'm picking Street Profits and Bobby only because they've been getting beat up every week. Usually when they get beat up every week, it ends up being the person that gets beat up who wins. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Okay. Street Profits and Bobby.
I think I want to say something, but I don't want it to come off weird. Because it's like I don't want to feel like I'm contradicting myself. But like you see how it feels right having Jade with Naomi and Bianca. I hate that people feel like the talent feels like they have to put black people together, especially when they don't have any what's the word? Chemistry. They have no chemistry together. When Jade came out and it was they were standing together, like you felt it, and I don't feel anything with them, and that's the problem. Like I'm not interested.
And Bobby Lashley joining them takes away from what they were,
exactly.
and takes away from what he is.
Exactly.
It's a bad pairing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But we'll see how this match comes about.
But I am going for the Street Profits. So.
Wonderful. Next, I think. Oh, I forgot we had. Oh, okay. We're getting into the good stuff now. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins,
which is going to be a match that steals the show. People don't realize how good this match is going to be, guys. If you don't think Drew McIntyre is the truth, you're wrong. Get your eyes checked. Get your head checked. Whatever. Drew McIntyre has done his best work right now on the mic, in the ring. His promos are great. He's in the right place at the right time. Drew McIntyre deserves his moment at WrestleMania in front of fans, and I'm just going to tell you right now, he's getting it. Mm-hmm. In the story on that one. Go ahead.
He's been carrying since COVID.
I don't know what we have here.
Since the pandemic, he's been carrying, and I feel like this is finally his chance. I am going for Drew. I know it's early. I'm going for Drew. I feel like Seth needs to take a break, probably for a couple of months.
Yeah, I think Seth and Becky should go play with the baby for a couple months.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Both of them need to take a break. Drew, I mean, Seth has definitely been underestimating Drew, but I feel like Drew is starting to get it into Seth's head that he is no joke, like he means business. And let's not forget that CM Punk is also mixed into this whole situation. He said he's going to be on commentary, I think, but honestly, I think he can get involved. Like he's been working on that arm. I feel like
you got two arms, only takes one arm to trip somebody. Grab it.
Yeah. So listen, CM Punk might get involved in this match, I think.
Not to mention, guys, the whole CM Punk thing and Drew McIntyre, they're telling stories ahead of time. They're already laying down the match for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Because, listen, I believe if CM Punk didn't get hurt, it'd have been CM Punk winning the Elimination Chamber and going against Seth, and CM Punk would have won the title. He didn't bring CM Punk here not to be champion. They want that belt on that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Drew Okay. All right. So there's two ways. There's two things that can happen. And I didn't get a picture of Damien with the briefcase, but that's okay. So either three things that can happen. Sorry. 4. Wait. Either Seth retains.
1, 2, 3, 4. What's this?
Okay, 1. Either Seth retains and nothing happens. He just retains. 2, Seth retains, but then Damian cashes in on Seth and wins. 3, Drew McIntyre wins and new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then he's champion, yay. And maybe Damian teases a cash in, but not quite, because you never really know until you're in the moment. Or 4, the moment is right, Drew wins, but he's beat down, and Damian thinks it's the right time, and he cashes in and wins. Either way, Damian Priest cashing in, he's going to win. I don't know if it's going to be at WrestleMania. We just have to see how the champion is feeling, if he's hurt enough. But I definitely feel like Damian comes out and teases a cash in no matter who wins. Honestly, I would love to see Drew McIntyre win, or I would also like to see, there's so many options. I would also like to see
5.
I would like to see, what was I? I would like to see
Seth win and then Damian cash in.
Yeah, Seth win, Damian cash in, and then Drew takes it from Damian at Clash of the Castle, which is in Scotland.
They named it. They said it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you check the flights?
No,
because I have my passport.
Yeah, so I think Damian might cash in or Seth retains, and then Drew could win it in Scotland. He's from Scotland, right? He's Scottish, right? He's a Scottish warrior, yeah. So yeah, Clash at the Castle, I think, is his time.
Listen, you know we were hacked, right?
We were hacked.
Yeah. So listen, what happened? I got some kind of QR code, some kind of Bray Wyatt kind of thing on the screen, and next thing you know, this demon jumps in.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you're popping.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh, no. Like,
okay. We'll take you off for a second and give us a thumbs up. Okay,
he's
thumbs
back.
up.
And
there's literally 788 things that can happen here, and I think you nailed it on the head, Kira. I'm proud of you. You are learning. You're getting it. We're going to Scotland, and Drew's taking it into Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I want you to know why I brought you in. I think we had too much black dominance here. We had to get the token white guy in here. So
we're 2 hours in, Dad.
We had to lift the credit score up. You know what I mean? I'm the last one to do. I'm the wrong one to
do
it.
Wow!
I'm the wrong one to do it. My credit score is probably worse than everybody.
I love it. That was great. So listen, I want you to touch on the last couple of matches. But what do you think about this Drew McIntyre Seth thing, bro?
I think Seth is a little banged up. I think it is time for Seth to go away for a little bit, rest up, do what he's got to do, step away. I think WWE is starting to maybe take a little bit of going forward. They might take a little bit on the AEW side of things, of realizing their roster is very deep and very stacked. And I think they're going to start letting people not have to work 300 some days a year. And I think Seth has paid his dues. I think Seth worked really hard. And I think it's time for Seth to step back and let some people and go be with his family and rock it and rock with some people for a little bit. I think Seth drops it here, and I think he walks away for a bit.
Possibly.
Jasmine?
I said already. I was freaking Drew.
Yeah.
You did.
And the cool thing with the storyline is Drew wins, then Drew battles Punk. If Punk wins, then CM Punk comes back, or then Seth comes back at a later date and challenges CM Punk, and it's a 3-way storyline that you can continue for a while.
Where does Damian Priest fit in this?
I don't think Damian Priest goes for this title. That's my opinion.
What?
I think,
You
honestly,
think
I think
the IC. You think the IC title?
No, I think he goes after Cody.
Really?
So you think Cody's winning at Mania?
I do.
Let's not get there yet.
Sorry. That's just so crazy.
But wow. Listen, whatever's going to happen is going to be great. But I'm telling you right now, there is no way Drew McIntyre doesn't leave with this title. Drew McIntyre put the work in. If you guys didn't pay attention to the pandemic era, you missed some good wrestling. To actually watch wrestling with no fans was it was cringy, but it was cool at the same time. It was weird, but you got to actually watch. You could actually pay attention to what was going on in the ring. And this guy carried that company.
Yeah.
Do you think it would
and he's on a contract here right now, so he has to prove his worth.
Yeah.
Do you think it would mean more for Drew to win at WrestleMania or for him to win in Scotland? Like he lost in his home. I don't know where they were last time.
Win at Mania, take it to Scotland.
And I think you like how Rhea was there with the title. Come the prodigal son comes home.
Yep.
with
And
the title.
Gunther's doing the same thing in Germany in a couple months.
So we don't think that Gunther loses, huh?
If Gunther does lose, it's because they have a bigger match scheduled for him later on. And the only thing I'm thinking is if they are in the backstage talks that they're bringing Brock back, I think Gunther Germany, and then he gets the big win over Brock, and then Brock goes away.
I don't see Brock ever again.
All right, we're getting into the home stretch. We got the two main events: main event of night 1, main event of night 2.
Let me take the beginning of this, and then we'll go around.
Real quick, who did you guys have for Rhea and Becky?
Rhea.
Yeah, I think Rhea is the only. Personally, I think without burying the lead here, I think Rhea is the only champion that I think is more likely to retain, and I think the rest of them are most likely going to drop. But the only thing that I would think with Rhea is I don't think her wrist is legit hurt, and I think if her wrist isn't legit hurt, it is a target for Becky because Becky's finishing move is an armbar. So if Becky were to win, you always have the scapegoat of Rhea wasn't 100% and she got her on her hurt arm. That would be my only caveat to Rhea losing is because of the injured arm.
No.
No.
Rhea's always on top. Mommy's always on top. You should know this by now.
So we actually had a listener. I didn't know this was happening, and a package ended up on my door. But a listener bought myself and Lily 2 Judgment Day T-shirts. So I have the Cards Against Humanity one, or the R Truth duct tape on the bottom, and then Lily got the Mommy's Always on Top shirt. So we're team Judgment Day with you, Lily.
Yeah. I usually have something reified on me, but I took my necklace off. I'm so sorry, Rhea. I love you. But all right, let's get into main event of night 1, the tag team match that everyone is looking forward to. This has had so many different variations. We could have had Rock Roman. We could have had Rock Cody. We got Seth Roman looking at each other. There's so much going on here. But this is the match that determines the stipulation for the main event of night 2. And so this is a big.
It's huge. Let me tell you about how it was last night in that building. The Barclays Center is not one of the greatest buildings, just so you guys know. It's weird. It's set up weird. But I'll tell you this. From where I sat to the right of the rampway. And I could see everybody in the backstage coming out at gorilla position. And you could just smell the electricity because everybody was talking about who's coming out first. And everybody, of course, The Rock. Everybody's going to see The Rock come out first just because. I've been at a lot of pops. I've been at the Stone Cold pop. Stone Cold at WrestleMania 38, big pop. I've been at some big pops. Last night for Raw might have been the greatest pop I've ever been in my life when The Rock came out. That building shook. It legitimately shook. And what was crazy about it is that The Rock is more over than Roman, believe it or not, guys. I'm sorry to tell you this. The Rock is more over than Roman. Yeah, he is. And believe this or not, Cody is more over than The Rock. Because when Cody came out to make that save and that music hit, yo, you should have seen the look. I didn't watch him. I was watching people on purpose. People were legit excited when Cody attempted to do the rock bottom, which we will see at WrestleMania. That's why they didn't do it. We will see that at Mania. When he attempted to do the rock bottom on the table, that place went bananas. It was crazy. To be in that building last night, it was one of my top 10 wrestling moments of lifetime. To be at Barclays Center last night. To be at, and this is what gives you, I'm putting myself over here. But I want you guys to understand how far back I go. Ready for this? I was at the first WrestleMania. I was at the first Raw. I was at the first SummerSlam. I've been to plenty of Manias. Plenty. I've been at moments where titles have changed. I was at the Undertaker's streak loss. And last night, guys, I was at the biggest gate in the history of a Monday Night Raw. That building was legit.
5 weeks in a row where Raw and SmackDown have sold out.
13.
13 in a row.
And let me tell you what they did. So it sold out, and then they added seats. What they did was they pulled a tarp off. And I looked on StubHub. Those seats went in 3 minutes. And these were limited or obstructed view seats that went for over $300 a piece. And people bought them. People wanted to be.
I'm trying to help you out.
You don't touch me. People wanted to be in that building last night. And I know the show's running long, and I apologize, but this is a prediction show, and it's our last live show, unless I go live tomorrow morning.
The show is
This
6
is our live
hours each night.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I just want to say this, that to be in that building and watch these 4 guys, Seth Rollins, who is he does need a rest, but he has put this company on his back.
Yep.
Was great last night. Roman Reigns, regardless of what you say about this guy, wrestle once a month, twice a week, whatever it is, the guy knows how to engage the audience, and they eat out of the palm of his hand. Cody Rhodes, say what you want to say. The guy has reinvented himself, and he's more popular than ever. And I cannot say more about the final boss, the People's Champion, The Rock last night. Showed why the Attitude Era was the greatest era, and now why this era may surpass that because of this guy. Last night, if you didn't believe in WrestleMania last night, and before that, you believe last night. Last night, forget the week before. Last week when Cody got his butt whipped was a better show, but last night showed you why these guys belong in the main event of night 1, which sets up night 2. I don't hear crap about the bloodline story.
Can I give Rose as the one person who performed on that Monday Night Raw?
Sure.
People are clamoring for Liv Morgan, and people are clamoring for this name and justice for this person. You know who showed an unbelievable match on a Monday Night Raw and deserves to be in Philly in his home area and performing in his home crowd? Give Ricochet a fucking match at WrestleMania. Sorry to curse, but I'm just so that dude is everything about Philly. He's been in this area forever. On the independent scene, he would wear full Eagles gear. That dude should be performing in that stadium this weekend. Find a spot for him.
Agreed. I agree with that as well. And that's his TED talk. But let me just say this in closing.
That match was my favorite match of the whole night.
No, it was good. That match, and the crowd was into that match too.
And Ivar's been killing it without his partner. He's been doing some great solo work.
Yeah, definitely. But guys, if you guys don't think this, and if you don't think The Rock can go, you are wrong. I looked at The Rock last night. The Rock has trimmed down. The Rock last night took a bump. I watched it close. It was a crisp, clean bump. And if you guys don't think that he's gonna show out on Saturday, you guys have lost your freaking minds. WrestleMania night 1, crazy. I'm gonna give you my prediction. There's no way, and 10 lines means no way that Rock and Roman don't win this match. And Kiro tell the backstory. And you guys,
it's too late.
No, you're fine.
I'm getting tired.
No, we're gonna go through this. But I'm just telling you my prediction because I want you 3 guys to talk. Rock and Roman, they're gonna dominate these two, and I mean dominate. There's not gonna be any kind of gray area. Someone's getting their butt kicked. And I'm telling you right now, people think that Seth's eating this pin. Nope, it's gonna be Cody. The Rock will pin Cody Rhodes.
Yep, totally agree.
Clean.
Nope, I totally agree.
Clean.
I think that's the way this goes. I think we go into night 2 with bloodline rules. And you've never seen usually when they set up a pay-per-view or they set up a weekly wrestling show, it flips back and forth. Like, oh, this guy looked good this week, and then this guy got the upper hand on this guy this week, and then the next week leading in, this guy gets the upper hand.
50,
Cody and Seth has never had the upper hand.
Good.
Every time it's gotten to a physical confrontation, Cody and Seth have been beaten down every time.
I feel like with the Bloodline Rules match, they kind of messed that up last night because they had Solo versus Seth Rollins in a Bloodline Rules match, right?
Yeah.
And it was just a no DQ match. Like there was,
but they did it on purpose. That's to swerve us. Listen, they purposely did not come down to ringside and stay there. That's to swerve us.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
When we make this Bloodline Rules, like Cody, Cody's essentially in a lumberjack match. Cody is going to be ringside, and the bloodline will be ringside with like he's going to have to fight Roman with the entire bloodline around the ring. Because that's what Rock said. He goes, "We will all be if we win, we will all be there, and it will be no DQ." And they pretty much said to him flat out, "You will not have a one-on-one match."
But that's what makes it better, though. There.
Oh my God! Listen, if you guys don't think that if anybody is picking Seth and Cody to win night 1, please unsubscribe. Please.
I think Seth takes such a bad beat, and I think that makes it more justified that Drew beats him night 2.
I'm going to tell you this. You want to hear something crazy? I think the beating's so bad that when he gets in the ring, Claymore 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're saying a squash?
Claymore 1, 2, 3. Could you imagine? And then he blames Cody. He leaves him in, and that's the Cody him feud. Yep. Cody Seth
long-term
feud. Listen, I think that crowd that building pops if Seth comes out. After the beating he took, he's got his ribs taped up. He comes, come on, and he gets Claymore 1, 2, 3. You kidding me, man?
It would mean more. The story would then be for commentary to say is like, dude, one champion just went down in record time, and now Cody has to do the same thing, except Cody's not fighting this alone. Like there's like you're essentially stacking the odds that Cody has zero chance here.
Zero chance, and that's why. Now, Jasmine, what do you think about what we're saying? You agree with this at all, or what do you think? Because we're the vet. Because right now, basically,
she's like, I see what you're painting here, and I hate it.
basically, Blackwell and I are Rock and Roman, and you two are Cody and Seth. So, what do you think about that scenario?
Guys, you know how I feel about Roman Reigns. If you don't know, something's wrong with you.
It's not about your feeling. It's about what's pertinent. What's important.
I'm gonna say that is what I'm saying that to say this. I do think that they take this match, Roman and Rock, because Cody's gonna win. Because Roman's gonna lose, and I'm gonna cry, and I don't care because I don't. But watching his documentary, come on. I don't want Cody to win, but I feel like I'm a bunch of emotions right now. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it's only gonna get worse. Wait till I get my bid on Cody. I'm gonna turn you into a Cody crybaby when this is all said and done.
And not to mention documentaries, guys.
I love Cody. I love him.
Not to mention documentary. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Not to mention documentaries. Watch Bray Wyatt. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Roman loses, and I feel like this match. I actually feel like this match is gonna be better than the singles one. Don't kill. But
totally
I feel
disagree.
like Rock showed himself, and I feel like them creating Cody crybabies actually helped The Rock because I actually love him. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be crazy. And I really
good.
am. And
Wrestling strong again.
This is what they want you to be,
guys,
confused.
I'm confluffled or whatever. How do you say that word?
Conflicted, yeah. Confluffled, yeah.
That's how you should feel. That's honestly how you should feel going into WrestleMania. They did a great job. I mean, I thought for a second they were taking too long to get things going into the show when it came to the rest of the card because it seemed like this is the only story they were really telling. But they put a pretty bow on pretty much the entire card within a 2-week span.
Being a fan of wrestling, the pop of Cody winning is going to be, and that's what I want to hear. But like my heart is with Roman, but I'm gonna say, that
the tag match.
Rock wins. Yeah.
Here.
I'm gonna make it really quick. First, I started off by saying that Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes were gonna win because I didn't want them to have the Bloodline Rules match. I thought they were gonna win night 1, that would be their WrestleMania win, and then lose night 2. Both of them were gonna lose their matches in night 2, and that would be the WrestleMania loss. So it's kind of like a win-win. Like you got a WrestleMania win and a WrestleMania loss. But now that I'm looking at it, Bloodline just seems unstoppable. The Rock does whatever the heck he wants. He seems pretty brutal. That weight belt thing, I feel like people are looking forward to the Bloodlines rules match. I don't understand why. I feel like it's
and weight belts sold out last night. Sold out.
I think Cody has a whipping kink. I'm just saying. Like that guy, he's in too many spots where he's getting whipped by belts. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's because he likes hard time.
I think he's like, hit me again. Like, thank you, sir. May I have another? Like,
okay, PG. Okay, good.
Did you see him in MJF when he took like 40 there? Like, that's too many. He likes to get hit with belts. That's a thing. I don't know. I'm not shaming the guy. I'm just saying that's a lot.
Hey, to each his own.
But also with this whole situation, I feel like since the bloodline has been dominating, it's like hard to think that they're gonna win this match because, like, okay, Seth and Cody are sick of it. Like, they've been getting beat up. They've been losing. Well, they haven't been in a match, but like they've been losing their fights.
They're used to it.
Yeah, like the bloodline has been standing tall for weeks on end now, so it's kind of hard to believe that in the big match, Cody and Seth aren't gonna show up and show out. Like they're training together. They have a t-shirt together. Like they are like ready for this match. Now, obviously, they're not ready for the attacks that they encounter week by week, but at WrestleMania, they know what's coming. They know what to expect from the bloodline. So I feel like for me, it's 50-50, but I don't want to sound like an idiot on the channel. So I'm going to just go with The Rock and Roman winning this match. But
how you think it's 50-50 is beyond me.
I think it is.
No way.
I think it
There's
is.
no way. You need the Bloodlines rules match. All right. So look, I think we're all in agreement that Rock Roman win this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So let's jump to night 2, the main event. And let me just point something else out, guys. Finally, Seth Rollins gets his name on the marquee to main event WrestleMania. He is main eventing night 1. He's never done that. People think because he was in the main event at WrestleMania 31 when he cashed in, that's not the same thing. He wasn't billed as a main event. So Seth Rollins now has checked that box and will officially have main event at WrestleMania.
Yes.
But that's my question. You think Seth is losing 2 matches? Like,
yeah, why not?
That's crazy.
So
Seth,
he can leave.
Seth is very selfless. He knows what's good for business, and that wins. He actually has gone on and lost more bigger matches than he's probably won some.
And he comes, think about it. He lost a lot and then beat Brock. He's gonna come back even stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he can drop the I'm tired of this flamboyant dressy guy.
I love it.
Whatever. But let's get to this match. Black, we'll take this first, man. Roman Cody. Main event rematch.
Here's the story here. And I know we always talk about finishing the story, but the story goes deeper than you think. When you think I'm going to finish my story, when you think wrestling has more than one royal family, who do you think he's taking a shot at when that's said in his entrance music?
He's taking a shot at Roman.
No.
You don't think so?
That's a direct shot at the McMahon family.
Oh, okay.
The McMahon family, when Vince turned around, got the company from Vince Sr. And I'm going to give a little bit of a quick history lesson. You can hear more of this on our previous episode of Tornado Tag. But when this, Brian did a great job. I'm stealing a lot of this from Brian, but I totally agreed, and this is why we did this episode. But when Vince was snatching up all the territories, he bought everybody. Everyone folded to Vince, sold, and he took everyone's major stars.
And by the way, his dad promised that he would never do that.
Yes.
And once Vince's dad died, Vince Jr. took everything. Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
There's one territory that they could not get. And there was a reason why they couldn't get that territory, because the story was strong. They had one of the best wrestlers in the business at that point in time. They were putting together amazing things, and people were so deadlocked because of the booking that was going on there that they could not steal from that roster. And the guy who was in charge and running that company and booking it was Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty Rhodes was the biggest thorn in Vince's side for so long that Vince was going so petty that he was trying everything to steal talent from him, steal stories from him. He was creating characters like Virgil, which were completely to mock Dusty Rhodes, because Dusty's real name is Virgil.
Virgil Runnels is Dusty Rhodes' real name. So people realize that Virgil was brought in because the real name was Soul Train Jones, was brought in to mock Dusty Rhodes.
Yep.
Not to mention the polka dots as well. Go ahead.
When Dusty came aboard, he was putting polka dots, and everything that Dusty ever tried to do, his charisma, his hard work, and his love for professional wrestling would always shine through. And even though every single time the Rhodes name has been dragged through the mud, Dusty fought his way back out of it. Dustin comes in. He's putting gold dust. He's putting all these gimmicks because
gets it over.
Right? Cody comes in. He's given Stardust. He's given this. Nothing's happening for him. He goes and banks on himself. He leaves the company. Not only does he leave the company, but he uplifts the industry of professional wrestling. He made independent wrestling cool again. He made Japan a more of an American eyes on it. He uplifted ROH. He did everything to uplift the business of wrestling so much that a company like AEW was able to spawn because of the work and Cody putting the right places and meeting the right people and doing things for the love of professional wrestling. He created another Southern promotion that Vince had a problem with, and it was all because of a Rhodes once again. Cody is in the embodiment of love for this business and love for everything that's going down. And he and the only thing that he always wanted was that WWF World Championship that his dad never got. He then comes back to this company, and he comes back to a company not only does that Vince is profiting off of, but Vince was able to resell this company for billions of dollars. And here's the biggest thing. Why is WWE successful right now? Because of the stars who are in it. Now let's look back at your Roman Reigns, your Seth Rollins, your Baileys, your all these people. Who trained them in NXT? Who went back and was one of the head trainers who helped create Dusty. Everyone says they are Dusty kids. So when they say the Rhodes are a royalty and the Rhodes are the biggest family, it's not always blood. 90% of that roster, which makes WWE what it is because of the hard work, dedication of Dusty Rhodes coming back and teaching them how to be characters again. Because Dusty Rhodes is the greatest baby face in professional wrestling history. No matter what you can do, he was able to connect with every audience, black audience, white audience, Spanish audience. Dusty was the man of the people. And that's exactly what Cody embodies. And this is once again the heart and soul of the American dream coming in and overtopping everything. And this is now his moment.
No, and bro, those are great points. And shout out to you and shout out to Brian for that. And yeah, if you do know the history, Dusty Rhodes was a thorn in McMahon's side, like you said. And if you watch back in the 90s when Dusty came over, they brought him over as a plumber. He's in the garbage truck, the whole deal. They brought him as like basically a scrub, a guy that was they didn't even mention his lineage. But this guy's a former NWA champion that he basically had 10 pounds of gold and carried that company. And anything that Vince did to him, he made it shine. They even gave him Sapphire, and he made Sapphire popular. You know, so say what you want, but he's right.
They are the embodiment of loving this business unconditionally, no matter the good times, the bad times. That's what the Rhodes name stands for. Now, going into this story, you can say the bloodline have the numbers, they have the advantage game, but at the end of the day, Cody has the respect, and not just Cody. Dustin has the respect. Not just Dustin, Dusty has that respect. And everyone in the locker room knows that and feels that. The bloodline has made way too many enemies in the past 2.5 years, costing everybody opportunities, holding everyone back. I think they bit off more than they can chew, and I think eventually that locker room is going to see Cody getting beat down, getting scrubbed, and I think you're going to have a massive flood of the locker room coming out and evening the odds for Cody, and whoever it may be, whether it's legends, whether it's current day locker room people. Hey, you might even see Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre come out together because both of them were affected by the bloodline at some point. I think Cody embodies what the locker room wants to be in the direction of the company, and I think the bloodline bit off more than they can chew.
I agree, and I just want to say this: I do believe that we get John Cena to take care of Solo. And I think we get, sorry guys, where is it? Backwards. I think we get Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think we get two legends at WrestleMania to even the odds. And, you know, say what you want to say. This is the match you want to see. The anticipation for this match is going to be great.
You see Stone Cold had a little gift in his truck of an Easter basket full of beers and said, but he doesn't know where it came from.
Exactly. So a gift from Cody. Jasmine, what do you think about what all the stuff Blackwell said? I mean, there's a lot to take in, but listen, does Cody Rhodes finish the story at WrestleMania?
Black, I don't like you right now. Know the backstory. Like, I'm glad you explained it to me. That just makes it even more. I'm just sad because knowing where Roman came from, like, God.
But Roman's main evented the last 5 years, 6 years of WrestleMania.
Seven.
So for I know Juan in the chat says this is a 10-year struggle for him to be where it's at. You haven't watched Roman's documentary. The dude main evented the last 7 years, has been a champion multiple times in those 7 years. I don't see a struggle in Roman Reigns' thing right. The struggle when it comes to his leukemia, the struggle of him coming through health and stuff like that. But Roman's been the guy of this company, and he's been holding it down and doing his thing. But it's time for we don't have a clear-cut major baby face. We don't have that guy. This is what me and our Tony argued with last WrestleMania. Cody's important to the business. Cody's your next Hogan. Cody's your next John Cena. He's that next guy to take that torch and go, to the children's hospitals and do stuff like that. Cody, it's time for Cody's movement.
Yeah. Good, Jasmine.
I'm torn. Because if I say Cody's going to win, it's like I'm disrespecting my tribe. How Kira feels about Rhea is how I feel about Roman. And that answers your question. But I do think it's time for breaks because y'all make a joke. Yeah, he only wrestles once a month. Leave him alone. Okay. But I do think, Dad, what you said, I think you said it like a cup that he'll come back as a baby face. Cody's gonna win. Leave me alone.
Listen to this, guys. WrestleMania 31, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. WrestleMania 32, Roman Reigns versus Triple H. WrestleMania 33, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. WrestleMania 34, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. WrestleMania 36, anybody know that one?
What was the last one? Roman Taker?
Roman Taker was 34, and then of course 35 is the triple threat with the women. So he didn't WrestleMania. He didn't main event that one. But what's WrestleMania 30? I have a list right. I don't have the whole list though. So right now that's 4, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's main event. Huh?
36 was Brock Drew.
So 36 was Brock Drew. 37.
Hold on. 37 was Roman.
So Roman again. 37 Roman
Edge and Daniel Bryan.
Roman who? Roman Edge Daniel Bryan. 38 was Brock. Was Roman Brock again. And then last year was Roman Cody. So this is number 8. This is his 8th main event.
Yeah, he's accomplished. He's done everything he can do in this company.
He has,
this is not Roman going away, but this opens up the company again. Yeah.
Not to mention, he's main eventing Saturday, which makes that number 9, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday's number 10, which means he's beating Hulk Hogan. Because Hogan 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and technically 9 because he took the title. So he's already beaten. He's the GOAT right now. He's main evented more than any other superstar in the history of the business. Jasmine, as they say in the movie, give up the ghost. It's time for Roman to lose.
I mean, if you look at even Rock's and Stone Cold's historic runs, they're only 2 to 3, maybe 4 years long. Roman has had longer runs than Stone Cold and longer runs than The Rock, and he's on an elite level that not a lot of talent have been doing it for as long as he has been doing it. And the only 2 reasons he was there for during the pandemic era is because he had he went back into remission with his leukemia. The guy's been around. He's one of the longest reigning champions. I know it's not days and all that when it comes to Hogan and stuff, but this guy has been the backbone of the company for the long time. And because he has built himself up to be such a credible champion and such a fantastic heel, the best payoff is passing that to the next babyface. And the time is now.
Yeah, and let me address this. A lot of people give people a hard time because WrestleMania is now 2 nights. Let me explain this to everybody how this works. We all know that WrestleMania went to 2 nights because of COVID, and they kept it. I like it. It costs more money, of course, which is bad for my pockets. But, guys, Saturday night WrestleMania, it's a main event. I'm sorry. It is. You could say it's not, but it is. I will argue this with you guys. last year, the Usos versus Kevin and Sammy was a better match than Roman versus Cody.
Agreed.
So
here, I'll even take it a step further. Sure, it's cool to be on the main event of WrestleMania, but Tony, how many Manias for a long, long time where some Manias felt like they were Monday Night Raws with a really good main event?
Look, we all know
lot.
that the main event doesn't always mean the best match, because we should have seen Hogan versus The Rock as the main event.
But what I'm saying is the past 5 years, the past 4 to 5 years of WrestleMania in this company, since it's gotten to where it is, going the 2 nights, both nights, every match on the card, they are investing in what goes on to those stories. They're investing in what every single talent on those. There's not a throwaway match on this card or last year's card, and they're able to do that in 2 nights consecutively. Being on WrestleMania is whether you're the main event or the opener, you're performing at WrestleMania. Back in the day, if we just rewatched WrestleMania 1, some of those matches were a bunch of trash cans in there wrestling each other because they were just building up to the main event. There's not a trash can match in WrestleMania anymore.
No, you're right.
It also gives everyone. Sorry.
Good. No, good. Make your point. Go.
It gives. I don't understand how people are mad about the 2 nights. It gives everyone, like, when it was just one night, it's just like it was not as many matches.
You have to cram it in. People can shine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
because WrestleMania week also became very popular of everyone running shows those nights and and a lot of people were making money.
It's helped the independent business put in an extra night.
Yep.
It's helped. There are so many.
They went the extra night so they can, because they seen the money was there, because a lot of independent companies were making buku bucks on Saturday, and WWE was like, they're making buku bucks on us for 2 nights. We're just going to add a second night and take that revenue back. And
listen, if you guys don't think that WrestleMania is a long process, there were days when back in the day when I used to go to WrestleMania, I would leave on Friday, and I wouldn't even go to Raw. I'd come back Monday. I'd come back Monday morning. Now we're leaving on Wednesday. We're not coming back till Tuesday.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. Kira, I know it's been a long night. Done a great job tonight. What do you think about this main event? You're falling asleep. What about the main event? We got the rematch. Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, versus us, the Cody Crybabies. What do you think? Cody Rhodes.
I feel like such an average Joe, like such a lame person, because I'm still stuck on beating Hogan's record with the 1400.
Which is a valid point.
But like, I feel like we've stuck around for this long. What's another few months? Like that was the rage of the topic of interest. I don't know the settings anymore.
I think that since, and that's a good point, but I think that since Rock has shown up, the plans change. Blackwell, and come back to your point. Do you think it's important for Roman to beat Hogan's 1464 record, 1464 days? Why not?
Nope. Because I think when we historically look back at Hogan's run, we realize that Hogan was selfish. We realize that Hogan had more control and more clout and used it to his advantage and politicked and booked. And we look back at Hogan as a career and Hogan as a human and think he wasn't the greatest human. He wasn't the greatest person. He didn't conduct himself as a champion. He was very selfish. He was very and only cared about himself. I think when we look back at Roman's thing, I think Roman looks a lot less selfless and conducted himself as a real champion.
Okay, Kira.
Yeah, I think Roman is winning night 2 of WrestleMania, and I feel like a crazy person because everyone is picking Cody, but for some reason I feel like Cody has so, like, The Rock being in the bloodline, saying that he'll do everything in his power to make sure that Roman holds on, but people are talking about Rock is turning, but I feel like the cards are stacked against Cody. Like, he has the possibility of him winning is definitely
slim to none.
Yeah.
So I think, but make a good point, because it would garner more sympathy if he loses again because of the odds stacked against him. You don't think so? Do you think the crowd's going to be that's enough?
You know how you start with night 2 of WrestleMania? We're all about these celebrity appearances in those moments. WrestleMania
Rocky.
night. WrestleMania night 2 is Rocky, baby. The deck stacked against Cody. He's going against the biggest and strongest guy in the history of his industry and his sport, and he's doing it in the city of brotherly love. He's doing it in the city of Rocky, bro. You're not gonna tell me you're not gonna hear that at some point in that night, bro. That if there's a city where you're talking about coming from behind and defeating all the odds, it's Philadelphia.
Yo, wouldn't it be crazy? Wouldn't it be crazy if Roman comes out first, right? And then Cody comes out and these tights are like red, white, and blue, and like just the beginning of the Rocky music, and then goes into his song.
I said as a joke, maybe we can't get Dustin to physically be there to participate. But what if there's like a sequence? You know how like Flair did the helicopter landing, and then they show like a vignette of Charlotte or Ric Flair coming out of the thing. What if there's a vignette of just Cody running through the streets? Cody's in the gray sweatpants. Yeah. He's running up the stairs and he's running to the stadium. And just to be funny, you have Dustin, his big brother on the bicycle. You got this. You got this. Who cares what the people say? I'm getting chills thinking about it. Like you do like a Rocky montage of Cody training and doing his thing with the Rocky theme track behind him and the whole crowd chanting Cody, Cody. And then the lights cut off and his music hits and then he comes out. You know what I mean? Like
not to mention WrestleMania 31, we got Schwarzenegger with the Terminator. What if we get freaking Stallone
with Mr. T having the history he has in the WWE, if you don't have a Mr. T, Ivan Drago, or Rocky Balboa moment in that stadium this weekend, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it definitely is. So,
also, some people want him to, I'm sorry.
Go.
Some people want him to come out to like the first American Dream, and they want like his music to start after
that wouldn't be bad either. I wouldn't mind that. You put American Dream. That would be awesome too.
Yeah.
Listen, it's so much that could happen. So who's your
It's gonna be a special night. It's gonna be a real special night.
It is.
I'm going with Roman.
You going Roman. Jasmine, who you going with?
Don't kill me.
I'm going with Cody.
Oh wow.
I got her.
Wow.
I got her. Adrenaline in my soul.
I'm only going with Cody because I know he deserves it. I know that.
Listen, at the end of the day, both guys deserve it. If Roman goes on to beat Hogan's record, he deserves it. If Cody goes on to, this is why they are both the top guys in this industry and both the top guys in this company. There's not a loser for either one of us or anyone watching that night, because the story that has been told to get to this point for both athletes, it is. And this isn't Roman going away. It probably is Roman going away for a little bit, because it is what it is when you have a historic run like this. So here's the thing. The only problem that WrestleMania for me, if they do this, it's going to be a huge drop the ball moment for me, and I will be really, really upset. If The Rock turns babyface at WrestleMania, I would hate that, because it would make zero sense for the last 4 weeks of him being this giant scumbag for him to be like, I'm a good guy now. Like, I would hate that. They need to find a really creative way if they're going to have Rock and Roman, like where The Rock just turns around and goes, the reason I lost is because of you. Like, you blew it. Like, you ruined this for me. Like, and that's where we have the deception of the bloodline. But if The Rock just out of nowhere with no questions asked turns babyface at WrestleMania, it would be a huge letdown for me.
And just so you guys know, Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth are scheduled for Monday Night Raw. Just so you guys know, they are scheduled for the Raw after WrestleMania. Yeah. So, Jasmine, you're going with Cody?
Yeah, I'm going with Cody. I feel like ever since he came back, I have, if that makes any sense. Like you said, ABJ, like Roman doesn't need to prove anything else. Like, he is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going for Cody.
Blackwell,
the American Nightmare, baby, and new.
You told it, and new. And guys, I'm sorry, Jazz. I'm sorry, Kira, but you're the odd man out, because I was
Cody changes the title and he brings us back a variant of the Winged Eagle.
Bring back the Winged Eagle. Listen, here's my thing. I don't believe that the crowd.
I just realized something. If they change the men's, they have to change the women's. What if the women's world championship because like right now the men's and the women's on the other side is like a newer version of Big Gold. Like, that's what essentially it's a replica of. You're gonna tell me Bayley and also Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes are gonna have a men and women's version of a winged eagle? Like, please,
nice.
please.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Look, whatever happens at WrestleMania, no matter who wins or loses, we win as the fans.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that people could take another year of Cody not being beating Roman. I think this is the year you do it. And people saying, well, Rocky lost the first one. Well, this is Rocky 2, basically, guys, because this is the rematch. Mm-hmm. And guys, no matter what happens, like I said, we'll all be the better for it. But Cody finishes this story. He gets to give his mother this title. Cody Rhodes will be your new undisputed Universal Champion.
We're actually on the same page this year. Last year we were on 2 different camps. You almost lost the belt last year. If Cody would have told us, if Cody would have finished the story last year, I'd be a proud owner of a winged eagle. But unfortunately, Cody could not get the job done.
Yeah, but this year, it's great. Look, guys, this has been a great night, man. It's been long. Thanks for being here. We're on the road to WrestleMania. This is crazy. We are, 5 days away, right? 4? We're 4 days away. Oh, we're 4 days away. So, guys, you gotta make sure your notification bell is on, because we don't know when we're gonna do stuff. Just look at my face, guys. There are a lot of surprises coming for this channel this week. A lot. Hit the notification bell. And like Dahlia said, be sure to hit the like before the stream ends, you jabronis, and subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. I want to thank Jasmine for being here the last couple of days and doing the show last week. Thank you, Jasmine.
No problem.
ABJ, always good to have your professional white guy assessment. We always need a token white guy in the building.
Listen, sometimes the YouTube Intercontinental Champion has to show up and flex a little bit. You know what I mean?
And guys, he is the YouTube IC champion, and the belt is being designed.
Are you serious?
Yes. As we speak, the belt is being designed.
Can you do me a huge favor, though? I don't know if he's watching, but I know he probably won't. But if he can incorporate his logo into that belt somehow, like one of the side plates has Rhea Entertainment, that would mean something to me, especially if this is a gift. I still would want his brand to be on it in some representation or form. We got you, buddy. I'm noting it down right now. We make sure we get the R logo. He didn't ask for the freaking 10 lives and Tony band on the side, but that's okay. But no, it's okay, because honestly, that's for the tag team titles. That's for the tag team titles. Well, honestly, but here's the thing, though. All title belts do have the TWF logo on the side. So yeah. Some news coming on. But anyway, thank you again, Blackwell. Kira, thank you so much for everything you do. We've been doing a lot of work. Guys, Big Bucks Bobby is sleeping, does do nothing. He's a bum. Are you on a personal note, are you ready? It's a lot of work coming. No, I'm not ready. I've been thinking about everything that's going to happen, and I'm actually exhausted already. So okay, you guys are going to kill it. I'm very, very proud of you guys. All the hard work that you and the family are putting together. It's beautiful to see. This is essentially what you guys have been building for the past year. Is coming to Philly and this happening. You guys are working your butts off. I'm very, very honored to be friends with y'all, and yes. I'm excited to see how you guys kill it this week. And I'm proud of you. And like I said, 700 away from 10K. That's easy work this week for you guys. You guys are definitely going to do it. Yeah, listen, and if we don't, and just for the record, it's not 700, it's 679. Just for the record, everybody. I love that. I love that. It's easy work. If you guys share the channel and start watching stuff, listen, it's gonna be a lot of content up of people you guys don't get to normally see. We're gonna be everywhere, so please watch ABJ, of course. Watch his channel, but watch mine more. I'm being selfish. I don't care. Watch me more than him. Okay, he's okay. No, but really, I want to tell everybody this very much. Thank you so much for just watching us and subscribing and super chatting and supporting the channel. It means so much to me. I'm already overwhelmed, not gonna lie to you. It's been a lot this year. No, I'm telling you. I love my kids more than anything. I truly do. And for us, I love when Kara just like, all right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin you. No, it's okay. For us to do it this year, what's up, Turn Up Wrestling? Hit the like, man, subscribe. For us to look at Ruda. For us to do it this year, here in our backyard, it means a lot to me to be with Ruda. You guys have no idea what I went through this past summer that Ruda got me through.
So it means a lot that I'm doing this. I am very overwhelmed with this. People don't realize how much hard work this is. But I do it because I love wrestling. I love it, and I get ridiculed by a lot of people, and I really could care less. I get ridiculed. I cry a lot. I wear my heart on my sleeve because I love my children. I love wrestling, and I can't wait to bring you guys some great content. I'm on the road to 10,000, and when I get to 100,000, I'm going to leave all you bums in the lurch and do my own thing. But, guys, thank you so much for being here. For Magnificent Mikey, who never showed up tonight.
Oh, darn tootin'. We'll do a short with his
he big timed us.
predictions.
For Magnificent Mikey, we love him. For Big Bucks Bobby, who's sleeping. My daughter Jasmine, I love you. For Anthony Blackwell Jr., thank you. For Ruda, for everybody in the chat.
Proud of you guys. Proud of you guys.
To Lorraine, we wish you well, Lorraine. For Dahlia, for Ravish Rick and Moore, saw last night. Triple R, great night last night at the arena. Thanks to everybody who supports this channel, who loves wrestling, whether it's independent, WWE, AEW, if you love, keep this community going, and let's stick together. I'm ready to kill it, guys. WrestleMania, we're on the road. We're going to do this crap, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Dave LaGreca, I'll see you soon. I love you. Violetta, I love you too. Everybody in the chat, you know the deal. Hug your family members because you're not promised tomorrow. Not in ABJ's category, but everybody else, pray. Because if you don't pray, you'll make it. And as always, for the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show, we're on the road to WrestleMania. And as always, do what we do best, and that's stay
tantalizing.
Oh!